And what is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Please like the video. We got to get, we have to get 30 likes on this live stream for MMB Live returning. We got first, I could talk about what's going on with myself, what's going on with the channel. First things first, Dr. Strange, I see you. I see CJH, Keely, Isaac. I appreciate you being here. Shout out to Jade. Sent me a package that I should be getting. I just didn't get a chance to get to the P.O. box today. I should be getting there by this weekend, tomorrow or Saturday. I can't wait to get my package from Australia. I'm sorry this is like a surprise stream. Like, I was going back and forth on topics, and I didn't know what I wanted to cover tonight. There's a little bit on my mind. I'm not going to go deep into it because, well, one thing I should tell everyone here is it's not you, it's me. I've changed. Like, I had a recent misunderstanding with a fellow friend that I'm not going to comment too much because I don't want it to become drama. It's just a misunderstanding, and my intentions were good. So I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, and I've reached out to Little Movie Perp, and that's all I'm going to say about it because I don't want it to be a thing. I think it's just a misunderstanding. I will try to articulate my intentions better now. And I wasn't planning on doing that, but that's also what's been on my mind as to why I, was struggling to come up with a topic. It's just on my mind. I made another call to him. I have changed. There's viewers like Zeno that wishes that I would go back to the mask and go into the. I'm not mad anymore. I'm really not. I'm a lot more healthier in my mind, my soul, my body. I'm working on being healthy in all aspects of my life, really. And all I meant, especially with the volatility in the world right now, including politics, after I witnessed, some people think I'm just being weird when I said I witnessed a real fight in real life on last Sunday night going home. And I'm like, no, I realize how stupid arguing and fighting is. And I'm not, you do you, boo. I'm not saying because that's the internet. Everyone should do their own thing. I'm just saying if I notice or I hear that you're doing a lot of that, I'm not even going to investigate. I'm just like, you don't need to be on my panel for a little bit. Come back when you're being chill and just want to talk about nerd stuff. No, like I'm not banning anyone. I'm not criticizing you even because I've done my fair share on YouTube and the internet. So it's no shade to you. I just would rather not deal with it here and to keep my mind healthy, my channel healthy, the community healthy. And also I see that sometimes in the chat when fellow friends and panelists are having disagreements, it's a turnoff to the viewers. So that's all. So just come back when you're chill. Okay? That's all what the intention was. I think some people took it harsher than it was intended to be. And it was just a throwaway comment at the end of the stream. on the previous stream, and that was not my intention. So I do value this person still. I want to reach out. I don't want to do a bunch of videos about each other back and forth. I've made calls, but I also don't want to potentially bother them if they don't want to hear from me. But I would really appreciate just talking to the person. And that's all I really want to do. Have a conversation about my intention and where I need to be in my channel. If you've noticed, I've also been experimenting with different types of live streams and content. That's because I want to improve the channel, improve the channel. And what's best for me and what's best for the community is to focus on things that unite us instead of divide us. Because look at politics right now. Politics is insane. This year is insane. I see aggression mounting and mounting and mounting, and I'm trying to do something different on my channel. And again, it's not you, it's me. I have changed. I'm not criticizing other channels for doing that. I just would rather not be involved while that's happening, and would like to keep a calmer environment right here for the viewers and myself. So that is what I wanted to clarify. And I just need it. No, RJ, you haven't. But I still value you as a friend, and I think you have a lot to offer just on nerd stuff. And I think all this other stuff is not important, and I don't want to focus on it on the channel anymore. That's all. Taladia, hey Taladia, if you're available, I'd love you to join me. Member for 15 months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But that's all it is. It's a refocusing of myself of what I want to do. We only have 20 viewers right now. I want to grow the channel. I have some plans in the background with some really good friends that hopefully we will do some new things that you might not be expecting in the coming weeks and month. Yeah, that is weird that you're the one behaving, Chris. And hi, Ryan. Maybe I'll send you a link, Ryan, if you're available to pop in a few minutes. I know you're a busy dude. I just want to. This year, we're all going to, no matter what your opinions are, we're all going to help getting through this year. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Taladia.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to give some clarification and refocusing of the channel. There are lots of friends on and collaborators and panelists online that I want to still keep contact with, still collaborate with. I just need less chaos here. That's all.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
Well, there you go, Anthony Cheeseman. God damn it, change your icon, Anthony. I hate that icon. But yes, I would have Senior Nerd on for a one-on-one stream, absolutely. Because the main reason he's not on the channel is his internet stinks with stream
and his microphone.
So maybe I could try one-on-one. I'm up for that for sure. All right, let me see. Where are you, Ryan?
By the way,
it's been a while since I've sent you a link. Oh, here you are. Okay.
By the way, sorry I'm late.
You don't have to apologize for anything,
Well, I wasn't too sure if you were doing a solo stream, so
no. This is MME. MME Live is the brand that I want as many people involved as I can, and I just
And last night I went to bed early.
Well, there's a difference. See, Senior Nerd just jumped the gun. There's a difference in having you on for one-on-one and an appreciation stream. I like you, Senior Nerd. I'm far from appreciating you.
And Senior Nerd,
I really don't appreciate when you come in the panel and your audio is horrible and it ruins the stream. But I like you. I don't know if I'm not at that level of appreciation that others have for you. Others have great appreciation for Senior Nerd. Let me see. Did you watch the Acolyte with us? I can't remember.
Yeah, I was with you.
I'm sorry. My mind's like Swiss cheese.
It was
right
me,
now.
you, Brian, and Brucifer.
Yeah. I apologize. Taladia. I'm just
You've been having a hectic day. I know. Don't worry. I understand.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I didn't know what to talk about tonight. I was going back and forth on topics, so I basically did this one. I found a meme on Twitter that's pretty funny.
Jay.
We came here to ruin Star Wars and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of bubblegum.
Oh my god, I can't believe you probably seen that from one of my tweets to Brad.
No, but I really like the Acolyte, but I didn't get Joe's. Joe, what do you think of the Acolyte?
So far, I like it. I mean, I think episode 1 was better than episode 2, but they were both solid. My stance has always been I'm not as much a fan of the Jedi as I am the scoundrels. I prefer the Boba Fett's and the Mandos and the Han Solos. But it was good.
Hey Ryan, how's it going? Your setup looks a little different. It's a different
Yeah.
angle. Or cool.
Yeah. So it's a lot different. So I'm using a stand-up desk.
That's good.
It's one of the kinds that, kind of move up and down, whatever. Yeah. And so it's good. It's good for me. So.
Have you got a chance to see the Acolyte or not interested or what?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I did guess, last night on the show with the guys, they were like, they're trying to be coy about it. And I was like, so Trinity dies and they're like, oh, screw you.
Spoilers. Yeah.
I didn't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So, but it was very predictable, I guess, because I guessed it. So
I was like, all right. Well, that is a spoiler for everyone out there. Yes, but I think everyone here and the viewers have it, if they want to see it, can see it.
But they said it was there's a lot of cool ships, so there's that.
I like the characters a lot. I like
they like the Asian guy. They're like, he had to learn English to do the role because this was his first.
Yeah, he's from Squid Games, and he's a lot. Okay. He's very similar character to Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Well, see, everybody says that, and I think the only reason why they say that is because he mentioned in an interview that he was like, that's who I modeled myself after. And it's like, oh, okay, well, everybody read that article then, because Andre was like, if you were to watch his performance, you wouldn't kind of pick up on that. There was like, and because Dawson mentioned the same thing about the Qui-Gon thing, and I was like, okay, so that's because everybody's reading the article.
And Max, they represent us with a Jedi who is obese. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, well, not obese. That's different, Talati. I said I got chubby representation and as a Padawan, not an obese represent. Thanks a lot, Talati. That's quite different. Quite a different category, but yeah, there's a little bit of a chubby nerd Padawan, which is very exciting.
Baby Yoda has competition because Baby Bartender is the new adorable alien that we need a lot of merch for.
Baby Bartender.
Yeah, the bartender's baby. Remember at the end with the opening fight, the bartender had a baby.
I don't remember that part. I must have missed that part. No, I enjoyed the show, but I must have been looking away or looking on Twitter or something.
You were too focused on the fight.
Cutest little critter, man. I was like, oh man, he's adorable. I like Baby Bartender.
Oh, that's cool. I missed that. Let me see. I'm trying to find one of the biggest criticisms that I see here that could be a topic. Hold on. I had it tweeted out. Okay. I'm going to have to look at that Star Wars girl to find it. I found it. I knew that was going to get groans from Joe for sure. Okay, so
asshole girl.
Oh, don't be me like that, Joe. Okay. She's got the right to her opinions, whatever. But even though I enjoy the show, and this is spoilers, but we kind of already alluded to it out there about the one character. And this,
I don't know how she dies.
Well, now you're gonna kind of know.
I don't care. You can spoil the whole thing.
Okay.
For me.
All right. So this is again spoilers for the Acolyte, episode 1, about a character's death. Okay. Here you go. Even though I really enjoy the show, I understand this
Is that
criticism.
a nipple?
No, that's the
Is that
wound.
a penny?
I know you're being silly. That's the wound left over from this lightsaber stab.
They okay. I cannot get over shit like this.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Qui-Gon is the only one that's died from this kind of a fucking injury, and that pisses me off that everybody else survives it.
No, the stakes with deaths in Star Wars. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about this.
But
the
okay,
other
so
day.
she survives this, and as far as we know, this character does not survive that. So that's what I'm talking about.
What is that? That's a Camino saber dart.
That's like a shuriken from a ninja in her chest.
Oh wow!
So
her and Qui-Gon went out like punks.
This is fatal, and this is not. So I do actually think that's a legit criticism. Joe, how do you respond? Do you I mean, you might like the show too, but you understand, like the no one's ever really gone thing. Death is getting weird in Star Wars, even more so than ever, and that's kind of one of my frustrations. The stakes and the deaths.
Beeping son.
I think that's from the hospital.
That's my car. Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah, as long as the story's good, I really don't give a damn.
Okay, but do you understand the criticism that there's not really inconsistent though, Joe? Like some deaths are like things are like exaggerated where they're gone forever, and then people come back all the time with other deaths that look like they are fatal. You know, the other criticism I saw was again spoilers, the spaceship flames in space.
That was stupid. That was a stupid complaint.
I didn't mind that one. I have more criticisms.
Wait. Time out. We got a special guest here. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi and hello, everyone.
Hold on. I got to put Callie away, and I cannot wait to, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I can't wait to get Voltaire's take on this too. If you saw the episode, and we're talking about Star Wars deaths and the inconsistency and the stakes of deaths in Star Wars, is my personal criticism, even though I still enjoy the show.
Okay. Well, Max is away. Voltaire, how you doing?
Good. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. I mean, there's been a lot of gaming news. I can say that much.
I'm having a weird day, like a really weird day.
But in terms of Star Wars, right? When I was watching the Acolytes, that first Trinity scene, I was just like, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. They killed off a cool character right off the top, but whatever. They do that in Star Wars. I mean, I don't know why they signed her on for one episode like that, but that was a
Max.
choice.
You got a member.
That's to pull you in. They get a hey, what's up?
RJ used his member super chat. I really appreciate being a member for 1 month. Could I come on to say hi to Ryan and Voltaire? Not right now, RJ. I know you're pushing it to get back on. You will be.
RJ, okay. Yeah, he drops the heat sometimes.
Yes,
man.
he does.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you cool off for a little bit, and then you'll be fine to come back on. No offense or anything. Oh, Joe left. Uh-oh.
I think Crazy Joe's because in the middle of driving. So.
Oh, okay, sure.
So what's up with this flame stuff you're talking about?
Okay, so
flames in space.
Yes, it looked like a campfire on the ship. They were fixing a ship, and there was flames, and it sounded like crackling fire and space. Honestly, with Star Wars,
I mean, look at Last Jedi.
Yeah.
They dropped bombs in a gravity-less environment, and they all happened to go down. I don't know. They weren't guided. I mean, it seems like when Disney took over, they're just like, I don't care about life.
I mean, there's stuff like that in the original trilogy too, though. Like
there's silliness, yes, yeah. There's shit that doesn't make any sense. I'll give you that.
Yeah, just for now, RJ. Well, there'll be a time when we have.
What's going on? Is RJ banned for a little bit?
No, don't stop saying banned.
Banned?
He's a chill out for a little bit.
He's in timeout.
RJ, you're in a timeout.
Oh my god! See, this is.
But
where
the thing is like, okay,
Voltaire.
It's not Disney's fault for bringing back characters and shit because George thought that he did a good job in killing Darth Maul, and they were like, no, actually, his stomach isn't there. And we can bring him back, even though he has half a body. We can give him a robot body, and then we'll give him an android body, and then he'll be back, and he's in fucking Solo. So Boba Fett, again, same thing. Didn't really die. You know, George was like, no, he's gonna die. It would have been funny because Harrison been trying to kill Han Solo since Return of the Jedi. If he had died, he'd be back. But again, he was back in the last one, the Rise of Skywalker or whatever, for that, you know, little moment or whatever. I thought that moment would have been better if it was Anakin, because that's who Kylo idolized. And I was like, and all they did, they had Hayden, but they only had like ADR. They just, just used his voice for like, get up, Rey, do something or some shit at the end, because Palpatine was back or some shit. And yeah, I mean, look, Disney has misused the Star Wars brand, or not understood the Star Wars brand forever. And I don't know. They just started listening to what's his name, Filoni, like I guess midway through the Mandalorian, when he was bringing up his Ahsoka character, who also cannot die.
So Filoni started the whole getting run through a lightsaber, no problem. He did it.
Yeah. Well, Voltaire, did you get to see the episodes?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Now this person on X is titled "Dies by Fruit Knife." Random girl impaled by lightsaber, only a flesh wound like Monty Python. Jedi Master dies by fruit knife. Yeah, that's true. She's a Jedi Master. A random, well, she's not. That's a little hyperbolic. Sabine is not random. She's got some training.
No, but I mean, even that Reva girl that got ran through by Vader, I was like, yes. And then she's back, and I was like, no, there's no stakes. There's no stakes. You got to decapitate him. It's the only way. Mace Windu, I don't think Django's coming back.
Yeah, no, Mace is dead. He's
Mace is gone too.
The only way you bring Mace back if you do like a prequel thing.
You got to show him young and how he like used the Force to guide his way down to like safety on Coruscant.
And then you bring Samuel Jackson back once.
But Sam wants to come. He wanted not now. He's old as shit. But I mean,
he still wants to come. He still wants to come back.
I don't know how they would do it.
Okay. I don't know. They'd have to de-age him.
Yeah,
they have to de-age the hell out of him.
Well, Voltaire, I want to get. Thank you, Brian. I really want to hear Voltaire's comment on this, though, because I know he's very critical of Kathy Kennedy and Star Wars. What's your thoughts on the consistency? Well, first off, what do you think of the episodes, and then this specific issue with death not being inconsistent in Star Wars? The stakes, it's kind of like silly now. Go ahead, Voltaire.
Yeah, well, the easier question is the stakes thing. They just don't care anymore about that. So
okay,
they've set that precedent that some people can be.
I mean, that's why I like Game of Thrones more now, because there's actually high stakes. I'm not going to say spoilers for House of Dragons, but there's stakes, and that means more.
Well, somebody died in the first season, so I
mean, if a little girl can survive a lightsaber sticking from Anakin Skywalker, right? Then anyone can, I guess. Why
all the younglings are alive?
Why they chose to do this with a regular knife and at least not make it like a laser lightsaber knife, something.
That knife is very sharp, like very sharp.
Yeah, but this is Jedi world. This is a place where they can cut hands off and then put them back on and put a robot hand on, people survive. Then a Jedi Master, like Max says, takes a stab and she's dead. I just don't have any expectations for consistent continuity or any kind of real world thing.
But beyond that, did you still enjoy the episodes?
Okay, so there's some good and some bad to it. I'd be able to tell you there's good and bad.
Well, and then we're going to get Joe for sure. Okay, go ahead.
There's good and bad. I mean, like, I will say for her as a director, she's moving the pacing along really quick, which is good. Yeah. I mean, it's really quick, maybe too quick, but whatever. Some of the acting is god awful. Like, some of the actors are just, I don't expect.
I like Yord. I'm part of the Yord horde.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, I like the other master.
The green lady, she might as well be wooden. Like, you have to come back Now, as
Well,
we
that
said,
might be her alien race is kind of stoic like Vulcans. I don't know.
no, it's bad acting because it's just
Okay.
bad acting. The
You're never
stoner
gonna get good
Asian
acting from
guy
Star Wars.
was like the stoner Asian burnout guy who was working in the medicine shop. Like they did that.
I was that guy. I've seen him from The Good Place. I'm like, is he finally going to be a different type of character? No, he's still the stoner type guy.
Yeah.
They have a stoner.
I mean,
Jedi?
that's hey, once you get cast by that type of
He's
character,
not a
you always
Jedi.
do
He's
that,
like a scoundrel type character that makes potions and
make stuff here.
medicine.
Yeah, but he plays it like a burnout, like, oh, whoa, dude, like that kind of thing.
That's just him, yeah.
Yeah.
Max,
But
but
I
It-
did like
it's
that part,
what's
though.
that guy's name? Sean Penn. What was his character's name?
Spicoli.
Sully.
Spicoli.
Scully.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Thanks, Claudia. I do know. I want to give a big shout out to, before I forget, Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. That's really generous of you, Strange. Let me see. Chris, the Gen X Jedi, was gifted a membership by Strange Marvel Theories. Chris, you're back. I cannot get rid of Anthony Cheeseman. He's always oh no, not Xeno 2. It's bad enough.
no.
It's bad
There he
enough
is.
that I give
Senior nerd,
3X?
I don't understand
Oh,
how
no.
senior nerd never get one of these. Never. That is crazy.
It's it's bad enough that I went and I gifted memberships on the French channel and Xeno got it there, but now he keeps
he's
getting
got
it.
it. He's got it here.
Okay, so Anthony Cheeseman's back. Congrats, Anthony. Change your icon, please. Ghost Bumbles is back. Xeno's back, and Voltaire's back.
I saw people complaining about fire in Star Wars. I was like, bro, like, come on. Like,
Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. That was very generous of you. I appreciate it. Okay.
So there was some good, like she is focusing on Jedi, which is cool. Some of the fighting is okay. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I do like that. Here's one thing, like this narrative, like that there's twins and we don't know which one is, like we think it's the girl, but she wasn't.
I think
there.
it's be full spoilers for now.
Oh,
yeah. No, I mean that's fine. I'm just making sure everyone knows for sure.
That whole thing, like, hey, did she kill was she the one? At least she didn't drag that out because that's like an old tired storyline. So they kind of blew that open right away, which I liked. Yeah, there's some dumb things too, story wise, that are inconsistent. Like that Jedi temple has 0 security and no cameras, apparently. You know what I mean? And a big hole at the top where everybody can come in and out. But they've done these sorts of things before. So
I've got a question for you though, Voltaire. Right? Like between the 2 episodes, what would you rate them out of 10 for as separate episodes? Like what would you rate them, and where in terms of like 1 out of 10? And do you think, comparing it to other Star Wars shows in recent years, does it actually live up to expectations?
So the Jedi fighting is good. All right. The choreographer on that show, I don't know who it is, if it's her or if it's somebody else, the fighting choreography is some of the best fighting choreography since the prequels, right? I mean, it was disappointing in Ahsoka, quite honestly. It wasn't as good as it could have been.
Oh, that was ass.
I don't know if it was ass.
Oh, Anthony. I'm so sick of people dogging on Ahsoka.
I enjoy it. It was the fighting that I think Dave just needs help with the fighting.
All right, well,
you could see it compared to the show. Like this show was way better.
Get to your overall score. I'm sorry to rush you, Voltaire, but I want to hear what Joe
for both of them.
Yeah,
or individually, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I'm going to give it an optimistic 7.5.
Fine.
I had some issues, but it was good. It was watchable. I'm going to watch the next episodes.
It's a show that I could easily rewatch with my wife. I watched it on a watch party, and I would not have no problem watching this again. Very watchable.
You gonna ask me or not?
Well, after Joe, Anthony, yes. Joe, what's your overall thoughts of the first 2? I really enjoyed it. This specific thing bugs me, but it does, and I understand you earlier on the stream, Joe, you're like, it doesn't bother me. I just like a good story. But it does take some people out of stories with stuff like that. It does a little bit. So there was a moment I was like, oh, come on, really? That's it? But what's your thoughts, Joe?
Baby bartender.
He's
adorable.
I didn't see that baby bartender.
Grogu is better. That's my
thought. She was gonna kill the bartender, and then she saw he had a baby, and she let him go.
Oh, the Acolyte.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy.
Okay,
He's
so she's not.
adorable.
Oh,
So
that's
she's not.
E.T.
So
They
Sith,
got
That
Trinity.
does look like
It
ET.
just looks like
Yeah, I do
E.T..
see it. I do see a little bit.
I
It does
do
look
see
like
God.
ET. I do see ET in
it
it.
is cute. It is cute, Joe.
I see the
But
flames now on the ship. There's apparently somebody posted it and smoke.
I'm sorry, but if you complain about that, like, bro, Star Wars always has fired. Like, bro, stop. Yeah, like
They, you know what?
complain about it.
They did when
That is a good
when the
question.
A-wing hit the Superstar Destroyer, there were flames in space.
Yeah, like
that was in the
like
80s.
everybody knows this logic. Like, come on.
It is, yeah. I mean, oxygen isn't there, but flames are, so makes sense.
Yeah, Star Wars.
They
Okay,
also
so-
move objects with their minds.
So Joe, is that all
is
you have to
true,
say?
and
That there's a
they do.
baby?
No,
alien?
I enjoy. Like I said, anytime we're focusing on the Jedi, I'm slightly less interested. I prefer the Han Solo type characters. The
That's why you like
Landos.
Ray so much. No,
Yeah.
I'm just had to throw it in.
Well,
Just kidding.
that wouldn't really apply to Ray though.
I'm joking with you, Joe.
So then
know 'cause you're
Andor
like-
would be the best of the best because that was
He doesn't
no
like
Jedi.
Andor.
I didn't like Andor.
That shit was
He doesn't like
great.
Andor.
I thought Andor was
That
boring.
was
I
such
could-
a
I couldn't
great
make it past episode
story
7.
building. Oh my goodness, that was a fantastic story.
No, like so far, but when it comes to television, Mandalorian and Boba Fett are still my two favorites. But this is
you
this
ride
is
the
solid.
Rancor?
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I needed
Riding
to
the
see,
Rancor is like jumping the shark.
Yeah, I didn't know I needed to see Boba Fett riding a Rancor until that aired, and then I was like, "This is what's been missing from my life." I have a
That's so
T-shirt
sad.
of it. I have 2 T-shirts of it.
So
One's
what-
with the Kenner action figures.
Well, what I'll ask from you, Joe, is your favorite parts besides the baby alien. We know that, and your criticisms, and then a score for each episode.
My criticisms are it's too Jedi-y. But other than that, favorite part, I don't know. The story's moving at a brisk pace. I'm enjoying that.
You like the main character, the main actress?
I do
sure.
like that. She's in both parts. She's a good actress, and Osha's very likable. Don't really know about May yet, but I like her little droid, her little pocket droid.
I want to get one of those droids. I definitely see if Disney ever sell them.
Yeah, so no, I don't know. So far I'd go 7 out of 10.
Okay, pretty on par.
That's not bad.
I think I gave it a 7 or 8 out of 10 as well. That's pretty much. No one's.
Is there only one episode out?
No, there's 2.
Just two. Yeah.
But I haven't heard any of my friends give it like a 10 out of 10 yet, though.
No, me personally, I thought both for me it was like a 7 out of 10 both episodes. I did like Master Soul. I like his character. I also like the actor in Squid Game. I think he was good in that and stuff. He actually, when he was doing the interview yesterday, I think it was he said that he learned speak English for this role, which that's impressive to speak English in 4 months to do that. That is impressive.
His English acting is very impressive.
Yeah. Like I was like, damn, that is crazy. Yeah. I've never seen somebody that fast speak English in 4 months. So before you do a role, so that's great. I do like the character. The main character. I don't know about her sister. Her sister seems like she wants to hunt down and kill somebody. I'm curious about who's behind the mask. Like who's behind it?
Some lady.
It could be
Yeah.
this.
It's a lady.
I know it's a lady.
It's a
but
lady.
I
I don't think it is.
There's a lady or man. I don't know, whichever it is.
They don't want men in this thing. It's all going to be women. She's going to be a lady.
I know.
Fake
who it
news,
is.
Paul Tear. Fake
No,
news.
men
Paul
can
Tear.
be in it if they're
Yes.
scum.
Yeah,
No,
there's men.
the other
saw
way
them.
men could be a
Yeah.
Disney Star Wars is like this for the Yord Horde. You can have sexy men, but you can't have sexy
I ain't gonna lie,
ladies.
They also made him kind of buffoonish.
Wait. What do you mean you can't have sexy ladies?
You can't sexualize. I'm sorry, sexy ladies are in Star Wars.
Osha's a very pretty lady.
Yes, I
She is pretty.
misspoke.
Yes, she is.
Thank
way
you for
pretty,
correcting me, Joe. You can have sexy ladies, but you can't sexualize them in the story. But like having them skimpily clad, but you
I
can't
mean,
for men.
Star Wars.
That is the new progressive part of Hollywood.
Ula forever.
And he's kind of
where
a
I want representation. I want sexy all around, representation all around. Give us all the sexy. But yeah, the Yord Horde is what they're called. There's a new fan group called the Yord Horde. Off of this Jedi, I actually have an article.
What is it, a bunch of dudes?
I do
Is
see
it a
on
bunch of
Twitter.
what?
A bunch of dudes?
No. I
It
do
could be
see on
both.
social media
I think it's all dudes.
that a lot of ladies do love his.
But he is the one that had the cringy.
He doesn't like ladies. You can tell that.
Brian has all the context. He was on the press tour for the Acolyte, and he said when Anakin blew up the Death Star.
Yeah,
So
that
he
was a
really
mistake.
knows his Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But that doesn't mean he's not a good actor. That doesn't mean he's not a good actor.
Which Death Star is he talking about? Because he kind of threw the Emperor into the second one, and then
No, but it was Luke that blew up the Death Star, not Anakin.
It was Luke.
So
No.
if
It was
I was the
it was
interviewer-
actually and what was it? It was the Millennium Falcon. It was Lando.
The second Death Star was Lando and that fish guy.
Yeah, Nien Nunb.
And then the other cringy comment that the actor that plays Yord said at Star Wars Celebration last year was, "There's not really good and evil. It's just there's
I
evil."
mean, listen.
So
I'm
no,
not,
but
I'm gonna give.
with that said, I love his character, and I think he's interesting.
And that's the stupid
I'm not gonna
thing.
get mad at an actor that doesn't know that much about stuff. Like,
I don't.
Yeah,
you know,
he doesn't need to know about Star Trek,
Right.
Star Wars. He doesn't need to know it. He's not the
You're right.
writer.
You're right, Joe. You're right, Joe.
The
It's
writer's
just
supposed
funny.
to give
It's
him
just
the
funny.
dialogue and give him the details on.
I actually anticipate he's one of the ones I look for the interviews most now on the press tour, like at Star Wars Celebration. I have to find the actor's name. I can't wait to hear what he says next. That's wrong about Star
But
Wars.
also, I think he just misspoke. I think he knew the right name because it's like I remember when the fans went crazy and were tearing Bryan Singer apart because at a convention he said, he called Superman Jor-El. He goes,
Oh
"Oh yeah,
my
well,
God.
Jor-El
Oh
comes
my-
to Krypton," and it was like, dude, he misspoke. He meant Kal-El. He tripped over his words. I mean, people do that all the time.
Based on saying there's not really good or evil in Star Wars, I don't think he knows that much about it, honestly.
Yeah, like, I don't blame him. Like,
But I know
I'm
it
pretty-
doesn't
I'm pretty
matter.
sure-
Though. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
pretty sure you ask anybody, these actors in Hollywood, if they join Star Wars project, be like, I don't care. Like Harrison
Well, you know
Ford,
what? Honestly,
Harrison Ford does not care about Star Wars lore.
Alec Guinness out and out hated Star Wars.
Oh my,
He used to
yeah,
tell
he hated.
people-
He been in every interview. He says, I don't hate it.
So here's the thing, though, and that's their choice. You're right. And if the director doesn't tell them to do it, that's whatever. But I got to tell you something. If I was hired to be on Young and the Restless, and I don't watch anything, it's my big opportunity. You better damn be right. I go back and watch Young and the Restless so I could understand what I'm getting into and do a better job. You know, it just seems stupid. It seems silly not to, know the lore.
You see, I go back to I was at a Star Trek convention once, and what's his name? Worf, Michael Dorn was on stage,
Dorn?
and somebody asked Michael Dorn, "What is it that drove you to Star Trek? Was it the positive view of the future? Was it the, what was it?" And he said, "They pay me."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Well,
That's honest question. That is honest.
Here's the difference, though, because some people say even a director doesn't need to know the property or the writer, and that's where I differ. An actor, I don't care if they know it as long as they're a good actor, honestly.
Yeah.
But if you're saying a writer or director taking on an IP,
No, the writers and
I
directors
don't have to
yeah,
be a
the writers-
historian of that IP, but I would really prefer they know what they're talking.
Yeah, the writer and director should know. I mean, the writer and the director should know. Yeah. Other than that,
if you're taking on an IP and you're going to benefit from that, and you should kind of know what you're doing. And
if you benefit, then you probably need the money. Other than that, yeah, that's it.
Because there's people that get attached to IP projects like, I don't know anything about this. It's a job. Yeah. Okay, I understand. These actors, not loser nerds. Thank you.
We're not even. We know the
actors. You were hired to do Star Trek, and you'd never watched an episode of Star Trek.
No, but he was trying though, Voltaire. He was trying to give commentary. He just messed it up.
Well, maybe you could have watched it.
Even I believe the girl who Collider, like she even say it on social media after the interview. Yeah, he did misspoke on it. So
this is from the Mary Sue, one of the most well-respected, sites on the internet. No one has a problem with the Mary Sue. No one calls everyone Mary Sue. No one calls characters Mary Sues all the time. The Acolyte has given Star Wars fans a new favorite Jedi. Is he actually a Sith, you think? Maybe he's a Sith.
He better not be, because they haven't been around for 1,000 years.
If you watch the episode, the guy with the potion, he said, I did saw you. So I'm curious, does he have a twin brother that looks like him?
Does he have a twin as well?
Yeah, I wonder if he does. Because even in the same episode, I think episode 102, he say, I don't have any twins or anything. So I wonder, because the guy did say, I saw you earlier. So something is up with his character.
Strange says that Jedi on screen is a double agent.
That could be. That That
I'm
that
starting
would
to
be
think.
some. I'm
But
starting to think.
it's funny how even the Daphne Keene Jedi character,
Yeah,
who's more alien, like bosses him around.
it does. Yeah.
Uh,
Because they work with each other. Like in the show, you could tell that
I
they
know.
work.
She's
No,
like, put a
they make
shirt
a
on
clown out of
your.
him. Even the Padawans talk down to him. They've made the
No,
character
that's
a
true.
buffoon. That
That's
was the goal.
well,
That's how he was written.
He is a man. Man in Star Wars. They wouldn't do that to a woman in Star Wars.
They made him completely look. He's incompetent. The Padawans
But I like him,
overrule him and ignore him and make fun of him already. They've set him
Yeah,
up.
but like for his character and her character, like they know
Would
each
you-
other. So
Would you go
I'm
as
not
far as
sure.
to say he might be a double agent or something, though,
He
Voltaire?
could be. He could be.
If him being so stupid is a cover for him being a double agent, I guess.
No, but he was actually very helpful. He's kind of like the nerdiest Padawan. Like, we need to do this. We need to report this. We got to follow it by the book. But actually, he really helped out. But he actually helped out in the episodes, though. Like
he did help. He did help Master Soul in the second episode. So yeah.
It's interesting though, and again, I suspend disbelief and give poetic license. But when him and that Padawan were going to collect, what's her name, Osa or whatever her name is,
OSHA.
OSHA.
Like you'll get in trouble.
Like OSHA, yeah.
Like you got to follow the standards.
Yeah, the safety standards. When they went to collect her, she's a suspected murderer of a Jedi Master, and they send this guy, a new Jedi Knight, and his Padawan to go collect her. They don't send like a few. Like this lady just the master, and then they put her on a ship with nobody but robots.
That was the other criticism. But that's typical Star Wars too.
That's
like we caught you. Let's put some stormtroopers in charge of you.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been just like because she didn't fight him, right? So it just would have like little things like that bother me because the putting her on the ship with the robots, fine, I'll let that go. But they wouldn't send one Jedi and his Padawan. They would have sent a few, and it would have made no difference to them. It would have just made it look a little more real, a little more legitimate to me. But whatever, that's nitpicking, I guess.
Joe, what did your thoughts on this? I really like this character. I think he's interesting. I think his scenes are funny. What do you think about Yord? And what do you think might happen to Yord? What do you speculate about Yord?
I don't know. He was fine.
It's fine.
He didn't really make a mark on me.
Yeah. I think he'll be a clown, and then he'll do something heroic at some point. I don't think he's a double agent.
So he also has a yellow lightsaber, which is one of the rarest.
I did like the yellow side. I did like that. I was nice.
Yeah. Well, somebody has to have one other than Rey.
Yeah. Yord's by the book attitude makes him a bit unpopular with his fellow Jedi, such as Padawan, Jackie Lon. Is that going to get annoying having the young female Padawan bossing around the older male Padawan Voltaire? Do you think people are going to
counter to everything we've ever known about?
I think it's funny for now, but if it's consistently,
it wouldn't be tolerated in the Jedi Order. Is very much like the military. It'd be like a private bossing around.
Well, who knows? Maybe she's hundreds of years old, like Yoda. I don't know. Her race or her alien race.
It didn't matter ranking wise. It's not appropriate, but whatever,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like the character. I think it's fun. Anything, Taladia, Anthony, anything else to say about Yord? And then we'll move on to some other. We'll move on to an AI topic.
But for me, like the Acolytes, I'm gonna wait for the episode 3 to be honest with you, before we get before how I can actually feel about some of the other characters, because I can't really judge them on the first 2 episodes straight off the bat, because yes, there's a lot there for the first 2 episodes, but there's not enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, this characters.
That's a good point.
Okay.
But you know what? Just to put a bow on it, I thought these episodes were okay. I am looking. I'm sure something really bad and cringy is coming because of Kathy Kennedy's comments.
Well, I
get off the top.
He thinks Kathy's doing damage control, Ryan.
Oh, she is.
The way she was promoting it.
What did she say?
She immediately was talking about all the hardships that entertainers have at Star Wars, and especially females, and then the male fan base, which is accurate. But
wait, hardships how? What do you mean?
That they're overly criticized.
Just because
who criticized Leia? Who criticized anyone other than Rey? Who Who are
She
you, who are you
talking about the other actress.
That was a
the
different
Star Wars
era.
fan
Those
base-
characters are grandfathered
Yeah,
in.
like the Star Wars fan base be toxic and they attack the actors.
Well, it is
which
toxic,
is true, they
but,
do,
but
and it's still
Voltaire's
toxic as hell because
okay.
why you review
All right,
bombing
Anthony.
the show? Like you
Yeah.
go on Rotten
Right.
Tomato, how the hell is it 31%?
Okay, Anthony. Okay, Anthony. But
Like,
Voltaire's
stop,
point.
I haven't seen.
Well,
Okay.
Voltaire's point with that, Ryan, was that
Uh-huh.
instead of talking about how good the show is, she's talking about that. So that's like the go-to tactic if you think.
So
the product's not great.
so have
Right.
some empathy, have some sympathy for this, so that you don't
or a
aren't so
framing or
judgmental?
setup or framing or setup.
She knows people are going to crap on it, and so she's getting out in front of the crapping, saying it's going to be toxic men.
And she was right. We're already seeing it. The show's already been review bombed.
It's
Yeah, like I don't know how you review,
it's getting
how
good-
you
it's getting
review
good
bomb a
numbers.
show.
Okay.
How you review bomb a show that's not even out yet yesterday? All of a sudden, this is what I'm talking about. Star Wars
People
fans
watch, we're all
always toxic.
watching. So
As
I do know.
As Brucifer pointed out, they did it a couple weeks ago with the new Doctor Who before the episode.
Yeah,
even
like
aired.
how?
Here's the thing that separates the men from the losers online. If real men don't like something, they don't complain about it all the time. They don't watch everything. Like Ryan, if you're not feeling something, you're just not going to watch it, right?
I'll stop watching.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah,
that's what. So these losers,
No,
that are doing
Vince,
this,
it was not.
they watch all the Star Wars and they still complain about it, and the viewership numbers are great for the Acolyte. So Disney is not losing with this property right now.
No, of course, no. The show's always going to do well on Disney Plus.
So if you really don't like it, I mean, it's your right to complain. I'm not going to try to censor people, but why do you keep? They consistently make Star Wars a watched show.
So when you say they consistently complain,
and they just keep watching,
and they just get because I mean,
look at Velma.
What else do they have to talk about?
Well,
I mean,
look at Velma.
it's
Look
something that's being watched, and they're weighing in, and people are going to tune in and listen to them. So that's always going to be a thing. It's always going to happen.
You look at Velma on that show on HBO. People got a second season, got a third season coming, and a fourth season coming because people hate watch the shit out of that show. You see, you hate watch something.
I didn't watch it because it doesn't have Scooby Doo. So I don't care.
I don't understand why.
People are saying that the third episode is going to be people that have. It's going to get a lot of people talking. I don't know what that means.
Regardless,
To be fair, I think I haven't seen the show. It didn't look like it appealed to me, but there's probably people out there that really like Velma. They're just not vocal about it. They're not going online going, "This is the best show ever." They just watch it.
It got good numbers. They
watch it. And
it's very similar with the X-Men show that I watched the whole thing. I thought it was really good. It was on Disney fucking Plus, and I thought it was very well made. I thought it was an interesting story, but it didn't get a whole lot of traction. Didn't get a whole lot of attention from people. So, I mean,
X-Men 97.
Yeah,
it did.
Fantastic.
It got a lot really good
Oh,
views.
It's always been every time that show came out, it's been always trend number one on social media.
Everyone that I've always spoke with that has seen it was like, yeah, no, that's really good. I mean, and they got greenlit for another season, but of course, the showrunner's not there, so I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll see.
What do you mean, Zeno? Real men don't become YouTubers? What the heck, man? All right, let's go to something less controversial. AI.
So AI created the Acolyte?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Some of the acting in the Acolyte is AI.
I'm not bringing it up just to talk about AI. Ashton Kutcher. People were really upset with Ashton Kutcher, and not because they were punked. I know, that was a lame joke.
For his trend.
Joe, can you rate that dad joke that Max just did?
Yeah.
I missed it. What was it?
Oh, don't make me repeat a dad joke twice. So people are upset with Ashton Kutcher, and not just because they were punked. And not because they were punked. Darn it, I messed it up. See?
That was a dad. I wouldn't classify that as a dad joke.
Okay, what kind of joke is it?
That's like a TV host working for a Segway.
Does Ashton Kutcher take Kutcher take showers?
What? Why are you talking about the man's so
bro?
You
didn't see his interview last year with his wife.
Him and Mila Kunis do not like the shower.
They don't take showers.
Okay, they're saving the environment. All right.
I sat behind Mila Kunis in a movie once.
But
Did
I
she
mean, yeah,
smell?
she's always out in public.
Well,
yeah.
this was 24 years ago. She didn't smell then. I don't know what she smells like now.
Yeah.
It was
Smell like someone
season,
opened up a can of
Yeah,
tuna.
even people on social media, come on, don't
season
admit
2 of
that.
that 70s
Yeah.
show.
Well,
Yes, she is. That's. But yeah, I was like, even people
why
online
is he
like,
do-
come
why-
on, don't
why-
admit
if
that.
you're okay, if you're gonna bring up something like that, I'm trying. It's totally off topic, Anthony. Thank you so
It's
much.
not. It's not.
But
It's
why-
still in the
but
conversation.
why
I'm
would
just
you?
saying,
You know, why would you?
Sorry.
What does it have to do with
I'm
why?
just
Why does he
wondering, like,
say?
you know-
Why does he say he doesn't shower? Is it
That
for the
is
environment?
that is up to him and his family. And
Well,
his
you know
wife.
that he
is-
doesn't. Like I've heard that before, but that was really a sticking point for you. Anthony.
No, it was last
No,
year.
Why
It
does
was
why
last
like
year.
does
It
he
was
say
last
he
year.
doesn't
Maybe
shower?
he thinks soap
dry
is
shampoo or something.
Yeah, no, that was last year in the interview. I was like, come on, bro, don't like really, you had to say that loud. Like,
Okay.
come on, okay, sure.
Well, let's get to the why he's getting roasted. Ashton Kutcher is getting roasted for his comments about using AI to make feature films in their entirety. And I think he was saying remaking movies too, AI remakes.
I don't know about that.
You know how Hollywood loves remakes. What about a
Yeah.
whole AI remake?
No,
No.
no.
I've seen some pretty cool shit on.
Oh, it's gonna
on
happen.
Twitter, so.
To be fair, I think AI could make episodes of 2.5 Men that are probably funnier than the ones they actually put on TV.
Damn,
Controversy, Joe.
that's crazy, Joe.
That wasn't me praising AI.
You definitely was.
So Chris, the Gen X Jedi, thank you, Chris, for the support. I'm still looking for my VHS tapes, Chris. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I think AI is part of the future, and even if I don't like it, it's here to stay. Trying to stop progression of technology is like trying to stop a major religion. Yes, George Lucas. I don't particularly like AI myself. I prefer like Brian's doing hand-drawn art and doing some really cool stuff. And I really appreciate what he does and what he brings, and a lot of artists out there. I like that. I like the authenticity there. I like to know that someone worked really hard with their imagination on it, and it doesn't have that same impact for me. But like George Lucas said, you're going to have to work with it. He said George Lucas said it's inevitable. AI is not going away. You have to learn to work with it. And I do actually, I don't want to get into politics and government oversight and stuff like that. But for this particular thing, if it's not that far-fetched, that it could be like some of those old school movies, not like literal like the Terminator, but if they are going to use AI for really important services.
Are you talking about like those military robots or dogs that go running around and jumping off of things and flips and shit like that and fucking carry guns? And you're talking about that?
Well, I mean, whatever it's
talking
used for safeguarding information, secrets,
Sure,
and stuff.
sure.
So I'm not necessarily saying, oh, government needs to get involved for this particular thing. I hope that it's
AI
not just
opens
out
up a whole shit
Yeah.
can of worms. That I mean, even if you look at even like those little things that happened like last year before, whatever, those deep fakes, AI could fucking take it to the next level and make it like, oh my god, you could make a newscast of whatever and just tell the AI, hey, put this in here and pretend that it's news, and people will believe it because they see it on fucking TV.
And
But
listen,
does anyone
anybody under age 5 will never drive a car.
Does anyone disagree with me that it's inevitable? Like George, I think that was one of the smartest things George Lucas said. But I hope there's oversight. I hope the government gets involved. It does a proper.
We need
job.
the government to get involved because they always do a great job.
Well, then not the government. Who should have the oversight? Elon Musk, Voltaire? I don't know.
Yeah, you need
Coast Guard?
what was that? What was that agency that Tom Cruise worked for?
I understand, Voltaire, that your criticisms of the government doesn't do a great job with oversight, but who else should we say should oversee the AI potential issues?
Like
I don't know.
You mean like for faking people, like world leaders doing interviews and stuff like that?
Or it's not just being used for entertainment or video. There's AI. AI is being integrated in a lot of systems.
They're also like RJ put it out there. AI it's also been used in game development already happening, and it's going to take it to the next level.
Well, even the guy from The Last of Us, the creator, he even talked about the AI is going to be used in video games and stuff like that in development. So,
why are people mad at Ashton Kutcher? I mean, the comments he made, I saw the clip. I mean, everything he said sounded sincere, like he's seen what he can do and he's super impressed. I mean, What's the problem?
But even though he did say that it still have some problems.
All right, well, let's see what there's problems.
Yeah.
Let's what he says about the entertainment aspect of AI. You could create good 10 to 15 second videos that look very real. It still makes mistakes. It still doesn't quite understand physics. But if you look at that generation of this that existed 1 year ago as compared to Sora, it's leaps and bounds. In fact, there's footage in it I would say you could easily use in a major motion picture or on a television show. Why would you go out and shoot an established shot of a house in a television show when you could just create the established shot for $100? He continued at the salon, which was technology is disrupting the film industry and changing the way creativity is approached. To go out and shoot it would cost you thousands of dollars. Action scenes of me jumping off this building. You don't have to have a stunt person go do that. You could just do it with AI.
Well, if you look at The Mandalorian season 1, they shot it in that dome, right? If you look at, the Army of the Dead that, Snyder did, he shot it in that same kind of, studio. And they had people on set,
Volume, it's called, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same, same sort of thing. But what's better about going out on location is the atmosphere, everything about the physics or physicality of setting a rig up, or so I mean, hell, they even have robots and shit that do the superhero landings for Disney, so that the actors or the stunt doubles or whatever don't have to put themselves in harm's way. So they've been working on physics robots and shit like that. And I mean, there's positives to it and there's negatives. It's the same thing with the internet. There's positive uses of it and there's negative uses of it. It's just
most tools are abused.
Well, I mean, okay, humans, by default are programmed to seek out the negative, and that's why you have, like you were talking about earlier, people that just want to join hate groups and shit and just talk a whole bunch of mess about whatever, or it's just it's the thing to do, because I mean, as a society, and this is where we are in our society, we got nothing to fucking do. We're not building. We're just kind of sitting around twiddling our thumbs, saying, okay, there's not really a whole lot for us to do. We got machines and shit that are making shit, so it's providing less jobs because factory workers aren't needed anymore if you have robots. I mean, and they're already implemented in making cars and all kinds of shit. And so, yeah, I mean, pretty soon it's gonna end up like that fucking movie Wall-E, where everybody's gonna be sitting on a fucking couch, and that couch is gonna be moved around by some sort of hovering device.
Well, I will still be on YouTube. I will still be on YouTube.
No, you won't, Max.
Yes, I will. I'm never leaving YouTube.
Oh,
we're kind of making ourselves obsolete in that, like,
we have to adapt.
Workers aren't really needed.
Well, the biggest. We'll get the rest of the panel on this topic. We'll do on this something more lighthearted. But I did say we're not really supposed to give a lot of advice on this on YouTube, but I would say to the younger generations, I do think that there's still going to be job opportunities, but it's not going to be like in the past where you could just pick. I don't believe, at least, that you can just pick your job and that you're just going to have to adapt to what's available. People are going to have to be more adaptable to different types of jobs to keep working. And I think that's make yourself useful. Having people skills separates you from AI. That's my advice to the young generation.
If you look at that, though, Max,
people have lost older generation. Social media has caused us to lose people skills.
I mean, just having conversations like this over the internet is fantastic. It's very edifying for people, and that's why a lot of people in the chat, they like hearing it, because it's not just, they're not reading, shit on Twitter or whatever, and believing whatever mess is on there. It's actually like engagement and talking to people. And that's the problem, is that, of kids today, what generation Alpha or whatever, they're just plugged into their iPhone.
I feel for them. I would hate to be starting over in a career. And I mean, I appreciate my job. It's not the best job. I've been there 20 years, but I appreciate that I don't have to go into the work and don't have like the job stability that some of these Voltaire, what would you say to the younger generation? That's my two biggest tips, is work on your people skills. That definitely separates you from automation and AI, and that that dealing with people is something that's going to get you far, including with your coworkers. and then be adaptable, because it's not, even more so more now than ever, you might not end up where you planned when you started your career. That's adapt to what's available. That's what my two advice things would be.
Yeah, I would tell any young person, people are lazy, so they're super lazy now, young people. So if you're not lazy, it's going to stand out. Don't go get a Bachelor of Arts degree. It's worthless. Learn to code, get a hard science, or learn a trade. And
Zenith is a trade.
Well, yeah, there you go. And like you said, be ready to adapt. And yeah, and to your point, Max, a lot of kids nowadays don't have people skills. So if you can develop those,
well, no, a lot of grown-ups have lost people skills too. I'm not just putting on. I don't want us to seem like a bunch of old men, except for Claudia. And even though Ryan looks young, he looks younger than I am.
How old do you think I am, Max? Like, come on.
I'm just, I don't know. I'd say 30, late 20s, 30. Okay.
No, I'm actually older. So.
Oh, okay. All right. What was I saying? I lost my track.
I would say the thing about AI.
Yeah, I just
thanks, Anthony.
See how old I am, my friend. No. Oh, the people skills. I don't want to seem like a bunch of old men bashing young people.
No,
I really feel for the situation that young people are in right now. It's very different than we had to experience growing up and getting into our careers.
I do wonder. I wonder.
And I'm not just saying that young people are only ones that lost people skills. Social media, and not to get political in the pandemic, because I had to be careful around my parents, but people staying home more is another reason. The rise of social media and being home so much.
The rise of social media, but also what you said with the issue that 2019, whatever, it pushed a lot of people at home so they could work from home. A lot of people don't want to come back out to the workworkforce.
Well, I don't either.
Interact. They don't want to. But I mean, you miss out. You miss out on that interaction. You miss out on actually. I mean, this is cool that we get to talk to people. Here, but it would be a lot better and a lot more. A back and forth if we were actually in the same room. And there's sort of an energy that you get. Just from bouncing off ideas, whatever, having a meeting or whatever. That's an actually in-person meeting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's these people, these young people want to learn. I mean, like my nephew came to work at my office this summer, and he was like typical 21-year-old. I go, if you're going to come here, you're not allowed to talk like that. I made him answer. Yeah, I said you got to speak clearly. You got to say good morning to everybody. I made him answer phones. The first time he answered the phone professionally, I saw his handshake. I pulled him aside. I got mad at him. I go, sack up. What the hell are you doing? And then you know what? 2 weeks in, he's talking like a human being, like his communication skills. But when I saw him, I was like, when I was his age, when I was 21, I worked at Bank of America in the customer service telephone lines. I was guiding people on their accounts, and I knew how to talk to people. I'm like, it's a lost art, Well,
I actually, how we'll get to Talati, if you have a topic for sure, because I think Joe, do you have anything to add to this? Is that say you're also bored on this topic?
Oh yeah, no, I got nothing.
Oh, okay. We'll see what Talati has. But hold on a second here.
We know sooner or rather AI will probably be implemented everywhere soon, I guess. It's already in video games. It's probably going to happen in schools as well, colleges everywhere as well. Probably teachers are going to use that, and I see people online that's already using it.
Wait. By the way, the banner still says Acolyte spoilers. Just FYI.
Oh, sorry.
And you're gonna love. There's gonna be aspects of AI that you love. When you go to the ER and you just tell a few symptoms to an AI bot and it figures out what you have, it takes one sample of blood and runs it through, and instead of like a doctor having to ask for specific testing, and it tells you what you have way earlier on. You guys are gonna love it. And if once you get old and you need someone to watch over you, AI is gonna be the one doing it.
I'm pretty sure.
There's no money in that.
The government's probably already building robots. I was speaking.
Yeah, well, they're probably.
So
They should get one for Biden. Maybe he won't
Oh
fall
my
asleep.
god!
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
Listen. I don't hate
that's
Biden.
bad.
I'm just saying, you know.
Listen, everybody get
Yeah,
old. At the end of the
Like,
day,
wow,
who
Biden's
knows
going to
rather
jump in
they're
a
gonna
step, and it
become?
might be an AI or
I
something.
mean, same as
Oh.
Trump. He's gonna die as well. So
Okay, let's
What?
moving on. Okay.
Oh.
What I
just
finally
saying.
remember what I was going to say to Zeno. I actually say real men do join YouTube, and I actually would tell people, young people, to get involved in YouTube, just in panel discussions, as long as it's not, volatile, because that does help. The two things that have helped, I had a lot of social anxiety in my past. I've gotten a lot better with that. Two things that I've done, working customer service for 20 years and being on YouTube, have really helped my social anxiety and skills. So I would say get involved in the conversation.
Watch that video where Max is offering candy to people outside of the movie theater.
I was debating whether I should do it
that
again,
was
but
a
it
bad
did not
idea.
work.
I loved
That
it.
was-
Are you kidding me? It's
free reviews.
Max
Okay.
with a big bag of candy. Hey.
Hey, would you want to be in a
Uh-oh.
video? You get free. If you do a free review, you get candy.
Yeah. RJ, definitely going to do more about learning about computer operation and coding. I'll likely do some computer work very soon with the new job. Cool. And
That is smart, yeah,
teaching
computer,
skills,
yeah,
even
that
if
is
you're
smart.
not teaching the youth, that really helps a lot. A lot of companies have training departments, and that gives you an instant up on anyone else that applies for that. I've known a lot of. I know my sister's an actual teacher now, but I've known a lot of teachers that have gone and got teaching degrees, and then they end up being in the training department of companies, or writing training manuals and stuff. So there's that's part of the adapting. Okay, so Talati, you have a topic for us.
Yes, it's a topic, and now this is a very big thing that's happened in the gaming world. And this happened in the last 24 hours. And let's just say the people who made the Suicide Squad game, they are now going to shift focus on pivoting toward back to single player games.
That's what they should have done
And
in the first place.
they should have done in the first place after losing over $200 million in
God
revenue.
damn, Jesus Christ.
And the
Bye,
the
Joe.
Bye,
He
Joe.
was feeling the video games. Okay, go ahead.
and the fact is, we found out why why Suicide Squad failed in the first place. It was apparently, according to report from Jason Schreier from Kotaku, or former Kotaku, who works for Bloomberg, the fact that the IP for Suicide Squad was actually given to Rocksteady over the success of the 2016 film of
Oh my
the
god.
Suicide Squad movie. And apparently the head of the studio, of Rocksteady Studio, Jamie Walker and Sefton Hill, wanted to pivot towards live service. And they were going to wrap it up in development, and there was so much problems with the game.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently now, like, because of the state of Rocksteady's future, it's looking like that they're going to cut off the DLC, whatnot, and they're going to focus on single player games. And they're looking to pitch a DC game.
Yeah,
forward.
I that's good to hear, but it's going to be so many years out that I hope this studio can survive.
I think what
Rockstar
James,
has a good history, but
I think what James Gunn should be doing is helping them if they do video games. If they
Yes.
do it, I think what James should be helping them and give him a guide study. Me personally, that is bad. You lost $200 million. Yeah, I'm not. F the DLC. Do a new game and do something.
What did
else.
they say was the problem with the game? Because the problem
Live
with the
service.
game was
It was live
service.
service,
Live service.
and the higher ups weren't even looking into some of the aspects for the game. Let's say, they want people want to pitch something.
The only live service games that really do good are like the really game of the year
Destiny.
live service games. Like the average live service games always fail. Like you have to be at the top of the top for live service to people.
When you're talking about live service, you're talking about like
consistently
active
pay for, like,
moderators and
skins.
active techs working on the game for bugs or whatever as the game.
Or
is
actively making content for big, massively multiplayer.
Also,
or not
so
massively
that
multiplayer, a multiplayer online games.
Yeah, and a game that's been out that's still out that they
DC.
just released another. Yeah, hell yeah, DC Universe Online just
And
released.
that's
I mean, it wasn't a
successful,
great
which is
DLC,
good.
but they just released a new one. And they've been doing this shit consistently since 2011 was official.
Yeah,
But
it's still there, and they have fucking people there that, like, if there's a bug or something, they work on it. They, of course, they did sell it off to Daybreak Games and what all that, but I mean, it's still it was great. One of the big issues for me, as far as just even that the one game that came out before Kill the Justice League was what was that other one with the young
Knights.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. I
thought
played
was
that
decent.
game.
It
That
was
game, that game sucked. That game was like it wasn't fun, and it was quick. The story wasn't great, and when you went out into the world, open world, you could go out with like 3 other people, but that's it. And there wasn't a whole lot for you guys to do.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucked. I mean, the graphics were fine. The gameplay was okay. But there wasn't a lot to do in that world. It wasn't like there were no missions, there were no side quests, and it was just like, here's the game, play the Court of Owls thing, and then when you're done with that, I don't know what you got. Hopefully there's another game that's come out that's going to replace this one. And that was one of the things that I liked about the Arkham games.
Yeah, now we're getting the Batman VR game set in the Arkham universe by Meta.
Strange Marvel Theories, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Strange. You've been really helping this whole live stream. I appreciate the support. This goes off to the previous topic where AI and what advice to the younger generations. Do like I did years ago, take an applied communication course. I think you can't go wrong with communication. I keep reiterating that. Separates you from automated and AI, because they have AI bots that talk to you now, but you're not going to get that personal touch that you'll get from speaking with a human. You're not going to get nuance and empathy and all the things that make us human. So if you're afraid of AI, be as much, differentiate yourself as much as AI as you can, because sometimes people just go through, their communication skills are worse than AI. Hey, how's it going? Okay.
Check out
speech class, everybody. I know it's scary, but go take a speech.
So I things like that, I don't think thank you, Strange. I think that is a good recommendation. Communication, good. Yeah.
Check out our stream on Sunday. So.
But what I was going to say is that bringing it back to the whole gaming thing. The thing is with WB Games right now, we know that James Gunn has got his DCU coming up, and we know that he wants to put his fingers, dabble into some certain gaming aspect of things. Now, from what I've been told, it's like, because I have people I've spoken to, it's like I've heard that James Gunn possibly could be touching a DC IP for a future game. In terms of Rocksteady, though, I can see them straightforward not doing another, Arkham game, but more of a DCU game, because James Gunn wants to have his say in, and WB to be happy and to profitize or whatnot. A lot of people have said, no, it probably won't happen. But I think
that's the one thing. I think James Gunn has surpassed all my expectations of what he's been doing so far, even though he didn't do what maybe me and Ryan wanted. We wanted certain things to continue.
I put my shoes on one boot at a time.
Yeah.
No matter how boring it may look.
No, I don't. I think that's the other thing I think he failed at was the suit reveal. I just don't think it was a good suit reveal.
It was. If you look at Brandon Routh, that was a fine suit reveal. If you look at Henry Cavill, that was a fine suit reveal. Who else? Who else was Superman?
Tyler Hoechlin.
Tyler Hoechlin.
That was delivered with that Comic-Con. I remember that. Yeah.
His was a fine suit reveal. This one here was just ho hum. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not as epic as I think it needed to be after Cavill, and yet it's fair to compare Cavill to.
Yeah, Cavill. Yeah, I mean, I think what he should have done is maybe done a Lois and Clark picture. That would have been better than the suit reveal.
It would have been better had he just had him standing heroic.
Yeah, like
and it don't have to do anything. Just like whatever, or just
in the iconic pose.
Just something.
I think with the context that was released after the fact, Brian, is what it was. Is that it was a candid shot, like where he didn't even know he was being.
He was trying to be quirky. he was trying to be silly. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, look, there's this alien in the background. He's sitting on a couch inside a building in
There's
Metropolis.
something
That's
going on in the
so funny."
background.
But other than that, Ryan, I think James, besides not continuing with certain versions of characters,
Mhm.
I'm impressed about how many projects, like getting Superman and Supergirl a year apart. If they keep his release dates, is pretty significant. All the other projects that he's working on.
Is
But
it because it could tell me one of two things. Number one, it could tell me that, hey, you know what, they're really excited and they're
going for it,
and they're
Shoot for
going
the
for
moon.
it. Or two, they don't really have a whole shit ton of IPs,
Timing.
and this is just the easiest one because everybody knows Supergirl.
I don't know. That's something that differentiates it from the last version of even Snyder, is having Supergirl right there at the start. That's great to me because they were eventually getting it with Sasha Calle. I think the prior. I think he's going for the fences. I like the projects he's put together. I like how many announcements are coming out. Wow, he's direct. Like, I don't know how he does it all, but like to get the
That's a problem
point,
too, or it could be a potential problem. Is that he is spreading himself too thin, so that it's just like Zemeckis. Okay, Zemeckis did Back to the Future Part 2 and 3 back to back, and Back to the Future Part 2 suffered, even though it's one of the more, it's liked and everybody liked, whatever.
Yeah.
But while he was editing Part 3. While he was editing Part 2, he was shooting Part 3, and so he had to go back and forth. So a little bit of it kind of suffered, and he didn't get to do what he really wanted to do with Part 2, which is why, I mean, it's a great trilogy. I love the damn trilogy, but it's just like when you stretch yourself thin like that, and because I mean he's involved in the in that Frankenstein thing with what is it, Creature Commandos. He's involved with with Superman in all aspects. He's involved with the Supergirl thing, but just as far as hey, he's kind of overseeing it. He's involved with the Waller. He's involved with the Peacemaker 2 season or whatever, which I mean, he's just got a lot of shit going on.
Well, I mean,
like,
with the Peacemaker thing, like he's probably direct. He says he's directing 2 episodes, and the other directors will do the rest.
He's producing.
Yeah, he is doing a lot. I don't know how long he keep that up. Like,
but the one,
for example, Feige does a lot.
I mean, his white hair is actually going to turn into real white hair.
I think it is already not white hair. I think it is. I think he dyed it for a while.
He dyed it because it was a PR move. Because he had the dark hair in if you look, it was very recent. He had the dark hair in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then all of a sudden it just changed to fucking Colonel Sanders, and it was like
Colonel Sanders.
and he got this hot wife and all that, and and she just happened to be an actress in those movies.
I got
it almost seemed like she was assigned to him, but it's I think that marriage is going to last as long as she has a job.
Brian.
You dropped your mic.
Now, I'll say this, right? James Gunn, right? At least I appreciate James Gunn for actually pushing out the comics out there for people to actually pick up comics.
But what I was gonna say,
that is smart.
Are you talking about the
I haven't seen any movement on the video game part of James Gunn. Well, I don't know if anything's being behind the scenes either. To get to that,
I don't
that's
know
what I
how
was trying
he's
to
going to get the actors to come back and do their voices for the voiceovers for animated shows.
I mean,
it's a part of the contract. It's a part of the contract. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure when they sign these actors for Superman, it's a part of the contract. Hey, you're gonna do animation as well, animated projects if we do them.
What were you going to say, Talati? I'm sorry.
I was going to say that the thing is, right, with James Gunn, from what I've spoken to, because I've spoken to a leaker, and he was saying that the fact that James Gunn wants to dip into the video game world with certain characters, and he wants to push that for, let's say, 2026 or 2027.
I'd love to see that. Yeah.
Because what they believe is, because of what they were told, it was like, oh, James Gunn has seen the potential for video games and how much money they make, in terms of IPs and whatnot. And I think because of the fact that Superman is a prominent character, he's a well-known character, it's like he probably wants to push the Superman game out there. He probably wants to make it a DCU IP and probably thinks, okay, yeah, you know what? I can make something of this. It doesn't have to be a what's it called, sequel to the movie, but it can be a prequel to the movie and still make sense, and people will enjoy it.
If he doesn't have anything in production now, it's going to take a couple years
Yeah.
to get out there. And he's only there for like what, 8 years, and we're already in what, year 2 of the 8 years.
And I disagree with my friend Ryan. We could disagree. I think Jennifer Holland and James Gunn are going to be together forever.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
No one ever in Hollywood marries strategically. So that's
this is Hollywood. But no, I mean, James Gunn did. I did look it up. James Gunn did a video game in the past.
Yes.
Like he wrote stories, but I mean, in the past. So we'll see.
He
how
wrote
it does.
Scooby Doo.
I enjoyed those movies. So we'll see if those video game things ever happen.
All right, so there's a few more stories, and then
thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me to share my story.
Oh, thanks.
Good update. Just hopefully Rocksteady will be good, and whatever the game they decide to do, I'll be there. I like Rocksteady still, even though they fell for one video game, they still got it.
The new Borderlands is a video game.
Yeah,
it's becoming a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some new images. That's pretty much what it is. I'm thinking it looks fun. I don't have a lot of. I don't think it's going to be a great movie. I don't, but it feels like a good summer movie that I'd want to see. So let's look at these images. Does anyone play Borderlands in the chat or in?
I've played Borderlands, and I believe we're going to get something at Summer Game Fest tomorrow that relates to Borderlands.
That would be smart. That would push the market, and that would be smart to do that.
New Borderlands character posters welcome Moxie, Chrome, Commander Knox, and more to Pandora.
This looks like a streamer.
You don't think it looks good, Voltaire?
I mean, it looks okay, but I'm just surprised it's a theatrical release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Borderlands is a big IP, so
Larry, it was a big IP. I think it's past its relevancy, though. Is my
I never played it.
No, it was very popular back in the day.
Out,
like
people
8
like
years ago.
A lot. Even my friends like, hey, can you try out Borderlands? I'm sure. I like it.
That looks cool.
Max doesn't play real games.
It had that great commercial when it first came out.
Yeah, here's the posters. This isn't really getting me excited.
This is pretty much the side character.
That looks like Jack Black trying to play that guy from
oh my God.
What was that movie? God, what was that guy's name? That had the wings. He was in and Queen sang the song fucking Flash Gordon.
Oh, okay.
I forget the guy's name, but he had wings and he had that big smile like that. Oh, look, Stormtroopers.
The Crimson Lance. Those actually look cooler than. I'm not bashing Disney Star Wars, but these look cooler than modern Stormtroopers and Disney Star Wars.
They should have looked something like this. It shouldn't have been just like just make the Stormtrooper costume more sleek.
Yeah. I think that's actually the one I'm most excited about in these images. Let me go back. This character, I'm like, okay, I don't know
What about Bobby Lee? Everybody loves Bobby Lee
as Commander Knox.
No, I don't like it.
Is Commander Knox a popular character in the game, Claudia?
Yeah, some of these characters are like very popular. Yeah.
From the producer of Uncharted, Spider-Man, and Venom, Borderlands in theaters in IMAX August 9th.
Max, do you think we'll see these characters in Speedstorm for you?
No.
I'll make a bold prediction right now. I don't think
he looks like he should be in Mad Max. Borderlands is a little bit like Mad Max movie.
You should get a mask like that, Max. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna make a bold prediction now. I think it'll make the same numbers as the Uncharted movie that Tom Holland did.
Like 400 million?
I don't think so.
Anthony Wright, does the producer have a bad track record? Anthony Cheese?
Well, he did produce Venom.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's Avi Wright. Yeah, I forgot he's doing this film. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
so that's why I'm
that Venom trailer. Good.
Adapting
God,
the first game and throwing in some characters from the second game, like Tiny Tina.
That's the character played by the Barbie actress. Yeah.
So I honestly think this is going to bomb, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
feel
I
like-
wanted to
It's coming
succeed.
out
I wanted to
August?
succeed.
August doesn't even have that much movies. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much they haven't
If
said.
it has no competition and it looks
Yeah, it's
fun,
August, yeah.
then it'll make us. It won't make. I don't know, because I mean, August is a pretty good time to release a movie if there's nothing else competing with
There's
it.
This is
nothing
the-
else in August.
this
I
is
don't-
why
I can't think what movie's coming out. in
This
August
is why
this year.
video game properties haven't been doing good. Like
I
Uncharted.
mean, I saw Fallout.
By
Did you
the
see
time-
Fallout?
Well, Fallout, yes.
Yeah,
Fallout.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Fallout and Last of Us, for example, still get good numbers on their games. Whereas Borderlands and Uncharted are past their highest point of relevancy. Like Uncharted was a phenomenon 10 years ago, and Borderlands was a phenomenon like 8 years ago. Like it's taken this long, and even including the Halo show, even though the Halo show isn't great.
Well, I mean, Super Mario Brothers was back in the 80s and they just released the movie.
But Super Mario is always relevant. Like he always gets good numbers.
Yeah, Mario is gonna sell out no matter what. Yeah,
But
I'm surprised they haven't announced like, okay, the sequel is going to release now or then. or
no, the
whatever.
sequel's
It's like,
coming out
damn.
in 2 years. In
That's
20
too long. It's fucking
Well,
AI can come up with a movie before
animation
then.
takes about 3 years, 3 years to make. Like
To render?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, please.
But
It
look
doesn't
at Toy
take that long
Story. They
to
took a long
animate
time
a
to do
film,
those. So, I mean, yeah, that's animation now. It takes a long time. It's not like the.
Oh, it's different from when Pixar was making
Yeah.
movies back in the
Ryan,
day. Okay.
how many times have you watched Rebel Moon?
Rebel Moon
No.
once.
It's the second part too.
Once.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. Usually I watch films twice, but
Yeah.
I just didn't.
I wasn't
Look,
feeling it.
and one of the reasons why I didn't watch a second time was because they're supposed to release this other
Yeah.
version. So I was like, I don't need to keep watching this one. If you say there's a better version coming out later on, I'll wait for that one. And you know, I wasn't too impressed. I just like, you know, you guys are talking about the Acolyte and all that. There was things I liked, things I didn't like. There were things out that I liked in Rebel Moon. There's things that I didn't like. I was like, why the fuck is there a cello and some violins in this shit? I was like, this is supposed to be otherworldly. Like, why is that here? That's weird. This guy's wearing overalls. I was like, what? No, it needs to be different garb. I was like, no, it's not good. Some of
The overalls were problematic.
Yeah, and it kind of, while you're watching something and something pops out like that, it kind of takes you out of the experience. And you're like, well, wait a minute, you know, that's jarring. You know, I'm trying to enjoy what the hell this world is. You know, I'd rather watch Dune.
I like Dune. Well, here's potentially a good Netflix movie. Hitman.
Is that Ryan Reynolds?
No, this is Glenn Powell, the Hitman.
Directed
It also
Richard
has that.
Oh, Top Gun.
Yeah, it also has that actress that was from Andor, who I kind of had like a star crush on. She's awesome in Andor.
It's directed by Richard Winkler.
Yeah, he did School of
amazing,
Rock.
yeah.
He did other things. Yeah, so
He's
I'm
great,
actually. This looks like fun. Some of these, like I was gonna watch that Jennifer Lopez
hell
movie,
no.
and then I saw the trailer,
no,
and I'm like,
no,
oh.
I think Netflix do good
She's
if
weird.
they. The thing was, what Netflix do, they do great if they buy movies from films festivals.
Well, it
Now
says
when
hit-
they make them, if they buy movies, they do good.
Well, this
Sometimes
said-
when they make
this-
movies are great, but sometimes it isn't.
This
Well,
reviewer
fucking
says
the Roadhouse. Did they buy that or did they produce that shit?
That was
'Cause that was
Amazon.
garbage.
That was
But the
Amazon.
Oh, I didn't
Roadhouse-
see it yet.
Oh, that was
that
Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh,
That's
okay, I have
Amazon.
no problem.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted to see it. You didn't like
Go,
it?
go watch the original
I did
Patrick
not
Swayze.
like it.
Okay, which is
I
a
heard it was the best movie since Crawl.
Okay, relax, Max. Now you
I
feel
still
crazy
like
about
Crawl, Ryan. He said he's never taken a movie recommendation.
Look,
from
they
me
haven't
after
made
that.
a sequel. What's that tell you?
Sometimes movies are just so good they don't need a
They
sequel.
don't need a sequel. Yeah, I've seen like so many Jaws movies. That,
Strange
you
Marvel
it's
theories
good.
says overalls can
Um,
exist on other planets. It's just not exciting to look at.
But no,
Uh,
Roadhouse. The only thing I can say that was good about that was I like Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a good actor, so his performance was the only performance in the film. And then the fight sequences and the camera work in the fight sequences, that was good.
Like,
Everything else was garbage.
It's also kind of like a decent dumb movie to watch Just like you're bored on a Saturday night.
If you're cooking in the kitchen and you want something in the background and you just kind of glance over every so often.
What I'm telling you, if you haven't seen the original Patrick Swayze Roadhouse, that's a brilliant film. Max got to put that up on VHS.
Way better.
Well, they say Hitman is the movie where Glenn Powell finally becomes legit. I would like to watch this with my wife. Great, 8 out of 10.
I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, I think it's a fun watch.
Is that out?
I like him. I think he should be. They should cast him as Green Lantern.
No, I said that too. I think he'd be a good Green Lantern.
He'd be a great Hal Jordan. He's cocky as shit. Yes.
I agree. So look out for Hitman. I think June 7th, tomorrow. I think it might be a fun date movie because I think there's a romantic angle as well. Which I was hoping that Anyone But You with Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney would be that fun. And me and my wife hated it. That movie's garbage.
I like that movie.
Wait, which movie?
Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No, so you must really be bad if I don't recommend it, right, Ryan?
Yes, it must be. It must be worse than Crawl.
Wow.
Crawl was a good movie.
Crawl is my barometer. Oh, there's an alligator in the living room swimming. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So are you looking forward to anyone think they're gonna check this out? I think I will. Voltaire.
I will for sure.
I'll check it out. Netflix is coming out tomorrow.
I like Hitman movies too. So
yeah, Hitman.
I do want to support new talent in Hollywood too. Like I like that I also think the Twister sequel that he's in looks fun. I don't think it looks great, but the trailer looks fun.
They took too long to make a sequel to that film.
Sequel, whatever it is, sequel / whatever.
Twisters.
Twister, yep.
And the enemy is climate change.
I mean, that is enemy.
People have not complained. Everything's woke, but they don't talk enough about the woke twisters.
Well, that's because Sharknado finished their run, and they're looking for the next best thing.
Wow,
woke twisters! Yikes!
Yes, woke twisters. Climate change creates twisters, not just the twister. That's why they're so extreme.
Like the video, everyone.
I mean, that could be accurate too. Some weird weather out there. All right. Nothing like The Day After Tomorrow, though. I'm still waiting for that to happen. Okay, but I'm looking forward to this.
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. Taladia, are you gonna watch the Hitman?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Climate change is woke.
Flighty doesn't believe in climate change, so he doesn't want to watch it.
I mean, but realistically, if I was gonna make a sequel to Twister, I would use current, global warming and stuff to say, oh, it's more intense now because of global. I understand.
mean, it looks like it's been
Greta Thunberg in the film.
Yeah.
How dare you look at the twisters?
This is what I like when Joe Blow does this. Is they recommend a hidden gem movie. And I love Michael J. Fox.
Oh, this is a great movie.
And I really like James Woods as well, even though he's canceled. Just because of his politics.
Movie you never saw.
No, he's very political. That's all. He's very right-leaning political. I don't care. My mother met James Woods.
He's in the new Beverly Hills Cop movie.
He is?
No.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
A job?
Oh, really? Wow.
Is he?
Are you sure, Anthony?
No, wait, is he?
Wait.
Fake news,
So,
Anthony.
he was also in Casino, right? He played.
He was good at Casino.
Oh no, wait.
James Wood is not working. Trust me, nobody's hiring James Wood. They'll hire what's his name, Kevin Spacey, before they hire.
I remember old school James Woods. I like.
Oh no, okay, never mind. It's just the actor that is the.
A bad movie that he's in is that vampire one. What's that vampire movie he's in?
No, that's a cult classic.
You like that?
John
I watched
Carpenter's
that the other
Vampires?
day. Yeah, I watched that the other day. I was like, this is
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be cheesy and over the top.
Oh, okay.
That's
He's good in Any Given Sunday. He's good in The Specialist.
Well, say that he was in Oppenheimer.
I don't remember seeing. I might have seen this back in the day, but I don't remember.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Say that he appears in Oppenheimer. I saw the movie. I didn't.
Maybe he was an extra.
Well, Christopher Nolan doesn't care. He casts people without.
Yeah,
he doesn't do the typical.
Yeah,
Hollywood
I didn't notice him. I didn't notice him in Oppenheimer.
You wouldn't cast him.
No,
yeah, but that's Christopher Nolan. He doesn't.
He doesn't talk about his politics either. But I think from
Christopher Nolan does not give a. Yeah,
he is right leaning too, which I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah,
But that's why he will hire whoever he wants.
yeah, he does not care. He does
So
not
that,
care.
but so Ryan and Voltaire both recommend The Hard Way.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I
want to
like
track
it.
down this.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah. We take a look back at the underappreciated 1991 buddy cop classic, The Hard Way, starring Michael J. Fox and James Woods. It's in a buddy cop movie too.
Yeah. Well, I don't think if I remember correctly, Michael J. Fox is an actor trying
Right.
to.
He's like a soft actor.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And he goes with a real cop, and the cop really okay. I get that. I think that premise has been done a few times.
It has. There was one Eddie Murphy.
Was this the first time?
This was a long time ago.
No, I mean, was this the first time they tried that? Like an actor wants to know how it is to be in the real streets as a cop. Because
the Eddie Murphy movie came out after this one, and I can't think of any other movie that they did that with off the top of my head. But it is a recurring premise.
Okay. A buddy cop movie with a twist. I don't want to know the twist. James Woods acted like a jerk. He does that good. I will say that. I could see that right there. I definitely want to see this. James Woods action hero. So I'm going to track this down.
Yeah, another good movie is the one where Michael J. Fox is he hunts ghosts and shit. And that one,
Flatliners or Frighteners or
Flatliners is a great movie, but that's not it.
Frighteners.
What about the movie where he's a Hollywood doctor who comes to a
Doc Hollywood? Hollywood doctor, Doc Hollywood. Yeah, you mean Doc Hollywood? No, that's a cute movie. It's a. Cute
I will
movie.
probably have to get this one on eBay for like a few bucks because this is one you don't see out in the wild, The Hard Way. At least I have never seen it.
You haven't been looking for it.
No, I look through Ryan. I look through a lot of VHS tapes.
Yeah.
So to see, and I just haven't seen. I would have if I see something with certain actors on it, I'll look at it. If I see James Woods or Michael J. Fox, I'm definitely gonna look at it.
Well, there's a movie Michael J. Fox did called "Secret to My Success," where he goes and be a summer intern for his uncle at his brokerage firm and bangs his aunt. So there you go, everybody. Secret to my success.
Bang your aunt.
Well, according to Michael J. Fox.
Well,
his poor uncle.
Michael J. Fox had a lot of confusing roles back then. One where he's uncomfortable scene with his mother, another one where he's with his aunt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bit of a theme.
Calvin Klein.
Yeah. Anthony Talati, you think you're going to track down The Hard Way?
If it's somewhere to stream, sure. If it's not, then I guess the leak.
For me, like finding VHSs these days are hard in the UK.
Well, you can find somewhere.
You're not looking, Talati. I don't think you're looking the right place.
If you think the UK still sell them, Max, then you're crazy.
Yeah.
No, yes, they have pound VHS tapes.
No. We only have like DVD places, and they don't even have Laserdisc stuff. They don't have DVD. They have DVDs and Blu-rays, but they do not sell VHS anymore.
You'll have to get it on the black market.
Yeah, you have to get it.
Yeah, you probably have to buy it.
I've imported movies from the UK on VHS, Claudia.
But
no, actually,
maybe like online, you probably get them online. Yeah,
the PAL tapes are actually cheaper. It's just the thing that kills you is the shipping.
No, but
you have to pay that $50 extra.
In TSC, that's where it's at.
See, Max, in the UK, we have like shops, right? Yeah. And for us to go into the shops and find VHSs, very rare you find very good condition VHSs. Okay. You don't get stuff like that anymore. You get stuff which are like torn. Some of them are really scratched and densed and all sorts. Some people have sticky stuff on it, and you
sticky stuff.
Oh, hey now, you're looking at different VHS.
No, icky stuff like lollipops.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm trying to be PG here. So
once I put it in my machine, I couldn't take it out.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Well, Jade has sent me some PAL region VHS tapes. I have a player that plays both. I just have to pick it up.
Oh, nice.
You should stream. You should stream one of your video games thing.
I had one more article.
Showtime. That is right. Yeah, with Eddie Murphy and Robert De Niro.
Showtime. Okay.
Yeah. So that was
this
wasn't as good as the
one I'm
Harmon.
very excited about because I've been recently trying to really support stop motion animation, which not a lot of studios
they're
do it
great,
anymore.
yeah, they're great
But
too.
now that Netflix is behind this Wallace and Gromit movie, I think Aardman is going to go out of business right after this release. I'm sorry, and I don't want that to happen. I want them. They've been one of the longest running studios doing stop
They
motion.
haven't been
Wallace and
relevant
Gromit.
since Chicken Run.
Chicken Run, right, was one of their biggest hits. They did a Pirates
The
movie.
sequel, I couldn't
but
finish watching it.
just,
It's so stupid.
I mean, this is not something. I don't say this gleefully. This is a fear I have. As soon as this is released, just like they revitalized Dark Crystal, they made a new Dark Crystal series, which everyone said was great for like Jim Henson puppets. They canceled it. So I don't see a world where Netflix releases a new Wallace and Gromit and it does really well, and then they have them do another thing. So I'm actually very concerned. I'm happy. I'm happy that they're still making projects, and I'm going to support this. I'm going to watch this when it debuts. I have some Aardman Wallace and Gromit VHS tapes, but I have my huge concerns that this studio, at least with Netflix, is going to continue after this release. Do you understand? Anyone want to add to that? Voltaire, do you share my concerns? Netflix sort of does these things; they release it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Wallace and Gromit is going to be. It's not a big IP. I'm concerned about Aardman Studios working with Netflix, just like when a new studio goes to Microsoft with video games. I'm also concerned about stop motion altogether. Not many places are doing it still.
I like stop
It's been a while
motion.
since we've seen the California Raisins.
Yeah.
No, there was that show, Moral Oral. That was fantastic. That was hilarious.
What show?
Moral Oral.
I've never heard that.
It was on Adult Swim, and it was stop motion, like a kid in a small town, really religious, and all kinds of shenanigans happened. It's for adults. It's on Max now.
Mm-hmm. Being in the UK, Talati, I think Aardman is from the UK. Wallace and Gromit is not really a big IP here, but is it well regarded in the UK?
It's big in the UK.
Okay.
Wallace and Gromit.
Okay. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's on his newspaper every week.
Are you going to be watching it, Talati? Are you
Well, it'll come. I'll eventually get around to it. I'm just like so busy right now. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to support it. I just have lots of concerns. Circling back to Wallace and Gromit, A Vengeance Most Foul.
Yes, Anthony. Jeez.
I'm glad you guys. There's some people in the chat who love Moral Oral. It was terrific. Everybody, check it out.
I never even heard of it.
It is on Max. It's hilarious. They're like 15-minute episodes.
It's on Max.
Seasons. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I could check that out easy.
Okay. That dude Vince says he likes Shaun the Sheep. Yes, he's part of the Wallace and Gromit
Shaun the
universe.
Sheep. Yes.
Part of the Wallace and Gromit universe.
Mm-hmm. I think we've reached the point where we will go to good news of Twitter.
Yes, RJ. Yes, he's back. We know. Yes.
Do we really want to go down that rabbit hole, Max?
What good news of Twitter? It's an A+ segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I just retweet stuff and show it, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So President of Physical Media, Mike Flanagan, has apologized for his previous. Oh, wait, let me bring this up. Mike Flanagan of Netflix has apologized for his previous comments on Netflix and physical media. While I was, of course, disappointed over the years that Netflix opted not to release my work on physical media, I never experienced any hostility or aggression in those discussions. I sincerely regret the manner in which this post was used in the press this week.
It's crazy because Netflix used to be a company that used to have physical media. They send them out and you could get them. I still have mine.
They're the inventors of streaming.
Yeah, like they used to do that, and then still do that. Like they have Stranger Things stuff. I think Daredevil did have one. I think season 1 they have a Blu-ray.
Well,
they still do it once in a while.
They pick and choose who they let because, as far as I know, Ryan Johnson's allowed to release Glass Onion on physical media. But
good luck with that sale.
But well, no, people like that series.
Nobody's buying that DVD.
The first one is on Blu-ray.
But,
it's on Blu-ray.
But Zack Snyder has not been able to release anything on all his Netflix work on physical
Nope.
media?
The only thing he was able to do with Netflix was release Army of the Dead in theaters.
Oh, he did do that. Okay,
He did.
I know.
Yeah.
So he's kind of, maybe that's why he's not like hitting it out of the park with his projects, because he knows it's never getting a physical. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, with the whole 300 thing looming,
yeah,
he can go do that.
I what I liken it to is lots of us have like music, have musicians. They're not always extremely prolific their whole career. They sometimes do some, average, above average stuff.
Yeah, well, you know what I think.
I think he's kind of in that era, and he's more focused, especially after the tragedy, about spending time with his family. And I don't think he's in it like he used to be, Ryan. That's my theory. Is like before he was all encompassing, like day and night, living, breathing these projects.
Well, yeah, I think that was sort of maybe a wake up call, and he's older now as well.
Yeah,
and
he just wants to work on stuff, but not. I don't think it's his number one priority.
I think he's well with the Rebel Moon stuff. I think he dove into that. I think he really immersed himself with it, and I think he got lost in it. Yeah. And I think that he really does need somebody there to help him with story structure, story building, and
I mean, that's 100% true. I think that like these streamers want these names so much, and one of the things they give them is no notes and Final Cut if you come here. And I think that somebody like him could use some notes and maybe not have Final Cut, or maybe have some input on Final Cut. And
he's a fantastic visual director. His shit. Look, if you look at Man of Steel, and he just look at it, just for the visual effects, it all is like, wow, that shit's amazing looking. Everything that he does that has to do with like just any sort of graphics or anything. It looks amazing. The problem with him is that you've got the visuals, but you don't have the emotionality in the performance and also in the story to like really hook your audience in and say, okay, not only does it look great, but also, and that's the same thing with Disney Star Wars. It's got ILM, so it's going to look good, but that doesn't have that hook right there that says, hey, this shit's actually really good writing.
This is something that's going to be on Netflix. Ultraman is pretty popular in Japan, and
he was huge down here too. I mean,
really?
But when I was young, I used to watch this along with King Kong and Godzilla. I mean,
Ultraman Rising premieres in 1 week. Here's a new sneak peek while we wait for June 14th next on Netflix.
That looks good. Yeah, that's
animation looks good. So that's good. There's lots of things on streaming right now.
Yeah.
Here's a look at the new Wallace and Gromit movie. Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Knows Foul.
Good. Looks good.
So I just want variety. I want diversity in animation. I don't just want 3D animation. I would love Disney to go back and do a 2D.
The next thing they're going to do is they're just going to make 3D models of this.
Yeah, it's 3D. To make
3D Wallace and Gromit.
No, you're fair enough, Ryan. The biggest issue with stop motion is you can easily make a 3D model that looks like clay and just animate it.
Yeah,
and
but not
do as many frames.
And to do this. To do this, if you look at, Nightmare Before Christmas, all that kind of stuff, with Frankenweenie, all that with like stop motion, it takes, there's a lot of other examples too, like the Corpse Bride. It takes a lot of time, more time to do this than it does to just render it out, move the IK.
I appreciate that it's not as like sometimes the 3D animation, the amount of frames and smoothness is kind of like off-putting to me a little in some situations. I kind of like that it's not perfect. There's a little bit less frames.
Well, I mean, you can even simulate that though. Like if you look at Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse and all that, they put that kind of animation in there as well.
Well, for one thing, you could do a scene in 3D. And then you could probably feed it through an AI program and say, make it look like stop motion.
Yeah.
That
and then,
easy, like AI filters. Oh, come on.
Right. And then they could easily make Super Mario Brothers, the sequel, in less than 2 years, because it really doesn't take that long.
Yeah, this takes a long time, but it looks great. I'm very happy it still exists. I don't know of any other stop motion project. I have to research what other stop motion projects are coming out.
There's still people out there that do it.
Here are some images, new stills of Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of Dragon season 2, which is coming out around like the 16th or 17th.
Yeah, next week. Next week.
Ryan, did you watch House of Dragons or Game of Thrones on HBO?
I watched the first season of Game of Thrones, and then I was just kind of like, not interested.
Okay.
Damn.
Me and my friends, Brian loves this. Voltaire, do you like House of
I
Dragons?
loved it so much. I read the book. After the first season, I had to go buy the book and read it. I actually read it.
Yeah, man,
Here's another still of Queen Rhaenyra.
I'm still mad at George. He needs to finish his book, even though that would never.
He's never going to finish it.
Well,
No. If he finishes it,
he's
he won't be
making so
relevant
much money
anymore.
on these HBO shows.
Well, the House of Dragons is better than, in my opinion, than the.
Oh yeah,
Look at Queen Rhaenyra in this image of Voltaire and Anthony and Taladia. She looks like she means business here.
The dragon in the background.
Here's another image here from
show
season
was
2
great.
of House of Dragons, season 2.
I'm going to rewatch season 1 before, over the next, whatever.
I can't believe it's coming up so quick. There's
10 days.
so much coming out.
It's easy. Like it's quick to film and stuff like that. It's like I think it's 7 or 8 episodes this season. So
quick to film or quick to watch.
New promotional image of Deadpool and Wolverine. I can't wait for this
Hey, look,
movie.
it's Wolverine without his mask on again.
Yeah. I don't necessarily need to see him with his mask. Listen,
I
remember. If you remember, I started my YouTube channel wearing a mask all the time. It does not.
Yeah.
It does not. It's not easy.
He could wear it for one.
You weren't paid
movie.
millions.
One fucking movie. Dude.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have it in the movie. I'd rather.
He's gonna come out like the
surprised,
first time you see him. He's gonna have it, and then he's gonna like, take this thing off.
Yes.
My face has to be seen like Will Smith in Deadshot.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Like, I'd rather for them to keep it surprised. I don't just. Yeah.
I'm okay with Wolverine as a character not wearing the mask.
Yep.
There's been so much content with him without it that that's almost like my default Wolverine. Even though I love in this animated series 97.
I mean, and that's not even my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is I need somebody else to play Wolverine. I need to see a different version of Wolverine. I'm fucking tired of old man Hugh Jackman. I'm just like I get it. He's great. I love, I like seeing him and all that, but I'm just fucking tired of it.
I understand. Let me see what else is here. Just you're doing things.
Banana Republic.
Oh, I'm so sick of hearing that. Not to get political, but man, everyone says Banana Republic all the time now.
Oh, really?
Why? What is that? I
It
like
just looks like he's wearing a banana peel.
Oh, I see.
It's Banana Man.
Oh no, the costumes.
They always do this in every TV show. It's funny.
Put a shirt on.
Oh snap!
What is he's
Wait! You can't see his nipples. What's going on here?
I thank you for choosing me for this mission. I should have brought Osha and myself. I apologize for my error.
Bro, it's about to go.
Oh,
to
what
sleep,
was that?
bro.
What was that from this Marky paddle on?
Put your clothes on.
Well, why doesn't he tell her to shut her pie hole when she tells him that? Like that's what I would say. I would say stop.
He should have came back with learn your place, little one.
He says hush child.
Well, to be fair, like they didn't knock his door though, so I could see.
I would have said, you know how many?
I've never seen anyone knock anyone's door in Star Wars.
Yeah, they just go way through it. Just whatever.
Lord Vader, are you there? Open the door, please.
He says stun him, do all this, and then they just like totally dismiss what you want.
And then she look at her.
And then
we will follow your plan, Padawan. It's okay.
We will follow your plan.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's pretty good.
Oh wait, I got this for you. This is definitely good news. Voltaire.
Those things are so weird.
No, he's getting a Cybertruck.
Those things.
Don't underestimate Elon, but now they have Cybernuts for Cybertrucks. Voltaire, did you see it?
No, is it? Yeah.
You're looking right at him. Do you know the truck?
No,
what are they?
I've seen it before. This is new to me. Interesting.
So now you know how trucks have the nuts hanging from the back.
Someone's
Now
gonna steal those, man.
They have
It's like when you
cyber nuts
park-
now.
It's like when you park
Cyber nuts.
Dairy Queen or something. You're gonna come out and the nuts are gone.
Oh my god, that makes me laugh.
Strange Marvel theories, $5. Jordan Peele is in talks with Marvel about an upcoming Marvel project.
No,
I
it
heard
was-
that.
it-
Whoa,
it-
whoa,
it
whoa,
was-
whoa.
it was just-
Anthony,
it was-
you always jump the gun, Anthony. Let me
God,
respond. He's
okay.
a paying customer. I know too, Anthony. Can I handle this? Can I handle
Sure,
it? Is that
sure,
okay?
yeah.
I have your permission? Okay, thank you. So for the rumors are Strange, which Anthony was going to jump the gun and tell you, was that they had discussions with him, but now the new rumor is that it didn't work out. So I don't know.
Creative differences.
They talked to him. They said maybe we could get you for a project, but didn't work out. Maybe he was trying to save Blade. I don't know.
No, it's not Blade.
that
It was
would've been great.
It was X-Men and stuff. Like he's a fan of X-Men. He went and stuff like that. So this is before the script. Before they got a script and stuff like that. So Jordan Peele, to me, he's a good director, but I'd much rather him just do his original stuff. Like just.
I wish he would save Blade. That would be great.
Don't underestimate Elon and Cybertrucks. He's shooting rockets out all the time with SpaceX, and everyone just ignores that. And then
Even though
He's
the
got
car
that
looks
car that's still somehow in
and
space.
Cyberlink, I've heard is actually. I actually watched a news
there's
video
no way
today.
that Cyberlink will ever that comes out.
Cyberlink, they gave it to like a very remote indigenous tribe in the Amazon.
Neuralink.
And then Neuralink. Sorry, what did I say?
Cyberlink. Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne. No, not Neuralink. Starlink, like the internet stuff.
Oh, Starlink. Yeah.
Skynet.
So Starlink. That's the beginning. There we go, Voltaire. We should have a parody Elon Musk character shooting rockets and Cyberlink and Cybertrucks, and that's where AI goes bad. But so they give it to the tribe, and then later on, a year later, they check back with the tribe that they have like a lot of internet access now, and then everyone's addicted to social media and corn. And they're like, no, this is what happens when you get people these.
Plus Elon just launched.
Yeah, go ahead.
Plus Elon just launched XTV.
Yeah. Oh, XTV.
Man,
wait, did that launch?
No, you could have X on your smart TV. That bro, nobody.
No.
I didn't
Basically,
know it was live.
XTV will be a thing now, where you can stream on X, and it'll be like you can browse and everything.
Yeah, they said he's going to have an app coming soon.
Yeah, on Twitter. Twitter's going to be that pretty much. I don't see that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if people will use that like that, but sure, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, but that was the end result of giving, something that's could be very important, like better internet to remote places around the world, or who knows when these rockets keep going into the galaxy. Maybe that Starlink could give internet in space. I have no idea. I don't know what I don't know what he's thinking about it though. But that was the result of giving this important technology to a tribe of people. They're addicted to social media and corn.
Yep.
and then the elders of the tribe did not like it because no one was getting anything done. They were not doing their part for the tribe, all their chores, and it was going downhill.
God bless America. USA. There we go. Spreading our culture.
Yeah. All right. So the Acolyte is now the third highest rated Star Wars series on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm not surprised.
Rotten Tomatoes is definitely a place where you should really pay attention.
Look at that silhouette. That's
that
a
is
lady.
not a lady.
That's 100%. Look at those shoulders. That's a lady.
That is not
Kylo Ren.
No, it's not Kylo
That's
Ren.
before
Kylo Ren. He's jumping through the Force. Like, you know how you can time travel in the fucking Star Wars universe now? That's what he did. He jumped through
if this ends up
or some shit.
If this ends up being a lady, then it will be exactly a joke, Voltaire. And I
It's
would give you $5, Voltaire. It's not a lady.
Okay, $5.
$5. It's not a lady.
It's a lady.
Lady.
But
Look at
I'm
those
not
shows.
like I'm not surprised that critics
Ren.
like it. Yeah.
So Andor 96,
Damn
Provisions
right.
96, Acolyte 93, Mandalorian season 1, 2, 93.
Well, where's Mandalorian season 3?
It's not a
That's
90.
probably
I'm talking about the highest
if
rated.
if I would have guessed, it's probably
It's
probably
not the
like
highest
85.
rated because they got rid of Cara Dune. Ryan, get with the program.
Okay, relax.
No.
You're not in jail,
He's
RJ.
timed out, everybody.
I want you to cool down, and then we'll come back to nerd talk.
He's too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot to handle.
Here is
I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Team Green at the black carpet for House of the Dragon season 2 premiere in Paris.
There's only one of them wearing green.
Fashion. That is
What a
fashion.
terrible outfit.
Fashion.
God.
I mean,
Which
fashion.
one?
What do you expect?
I like the
Green
ascot.
thing, it's terrible.
That's not an ascot. That's a fucking tie. Oh god.
The actress on the left looks great.
Sure, she does.
The rest of the outfits are kind of out there.
Well, it's like, you know, when they do this shit, they gotta try to wear
This
something
guy,
that
he
can
just
make
looks
them
boring.
feel different.
Yeah.
The girl with suits. Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember her character at all. I don't know who she is.
She's the she's the attorney.
I forget this actor's name. Okay. Well, it premiered, and that's images
Exciting.
from the premiere. RoboCop 2 poster is too badass to be
That's awesome.
in a tube or
You know, that
four.
was
It's supposed to be
filmed
on the wall.
here.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That I don't like RoboCop 2 as much, but that poster is really cool.
Yeah. Oh no, that's that dude. I bought the RoboCop 2 comic book. I still have that shit. It's fucking amazing. And I saw that before I saw the movie, and I was so hyped. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, "This sucks." Bananas. Oh, that's
Someone's
that
buying bananas
for that Jedi.
Yeah. Let me see what else is here. Oh, I watched all these shows with my
white
my
collar,
family.
the FBI.
White collar is
agent,
the,
he's the FBI.
yeah,
agent,
it's a good show, and they're bringing it back.
Is legally
It's not a
obligated to ask
reboot.
the
It's a
question,
continuation. That's
will
weird.
are you envisioning a reboot? And I guess I'm legally
It's a
obligated to ask you
continuation,
all
not a
if you're-
reboot,
if
lady.
you are game.
I can tell you what I can tell you. Yes, we're doing a reboot.
Reboot of
It's not a
White Collar.
reboot. It's a continue. I hate when you. Oh my god.
Okay, well, he basically was.
Do they not know it's the
Well, when
reboot
you
of a
just said reboot, the showrunner.
Yeah, it's just like when you reboot a computer.
It's a continuation.
So White Collar, I would highly recommend that as a good, like, if you
I
like
think it's
crime
on Netflix.
shows,
It's
like
all on Netflix. I think
like
it's on
old
Netflix.
school Matlocks and stuff.
It was on USA Network.
Monk,
yeah.
something like that. It's a good show.
I
enjoy it. I'm glad
I like Matt Bomber as an actor. He should be out. He was good in Doom Patrol.
Fun fact.
Stuff like
Fun
that.
fact for you: Matt Bomber was actually Superman.
Yes, he was.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he voiced him in animations, I believe.
Yeah, he
Dread
voiced him in
2,
the
Who
movie.
Wants It?
What?
With Carl Urban.
He's too old.
Carl Urban's too old for Dread? No.
Yeah.
I mean, the last he is. I mean, Carl Urban has already played Dredd before. I don't think he wants to go back to that role.
He does.
He said he wants a sequel. He said he wants a sequel. Yeah,
if he wants to do it, I'd watch it.
I don't
I mean, it was a
know.
good movie. It was better than the Sylvester Stallone movie.
who would be great on doing this? Amazon.
I mean,
I think Amazon
if
would be good at doing
if the multiverse was real and we were in another verse,
Universe, yeah.
Carl Urban would be Wolverine and not Hugh Jackman.
Oh, sure.
Back
I
in
think
the
what-
day, there would have been a great
Was
Wolverine.
he in the
Carl
running
Urban.
for it? I can't remember if he was.
I think he was considered back in the day.
Back in the day, but not anymore.
He wasn't that big of a name.
Hugh Jackman was not supposed to be Wolverine. He was called in
No,
the
it was
last
supposed to
minute
be
for
Joe
the
Gray Scott.
Mission Possible 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he got injured.
No, he was potentially both injured and then
Yeah,
also
he,
worked
on the
Mission
set
Impossible
of
2.
Mission Impossible
Oh,
2,
on
yeah.
the set. Yep,
Mhm.
you're right. You're right. Okay, so I want Dread 2.
How about make a Dread TV show as a sequel? Amazon. There you go.
That would be great.
I don't know whoever
the-
owns the right to it.
Oh, I don't want music. Here's the crew. House of
I
Dragons.
really want to go to
Max.
France. I really want to go to France so bad.
Oh,
I gotta see how much tickets cost to go to
Well,
France.
I
guys-
know. Oh, okay. We reached the point where Talati's going to go. Okay,
Yeah.
Talati, go support Talati. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, Talati.
Well, guys, thanks for having me on. And I would like to say firstly, thanks to Max for appreciate for me to be even partake in tonight's stream. That's the first thing I want to say.
Well,
And
enjoy it
second
while it
thing
lasts. This is last time. Sorry,
That's
Tully.
this.
No, I'm just kidding.
Enjoy it.
no, and the second thing is I'll be live streaming Summer Game Fest on my Twitch page. As the last time I did Summer Game Fest, I got Max copyright claimed, so I don't want that to be the case again.
And then RJ's promoting his own show while you're doing that. Not cool.
Yeah, go watch him
wow.
show on Monday,
Not a good look.
Sunday.
Well, I'll be doing it on my channel on Twitch. So if you want to follow me, you can hit twitch.tv/Teladia Plays. You can check me up there. That's where I do my reaction streams and whatnot, Summer Game Fest. So if you guys are into video games and love that,
oh look,
yeah,
that's nice, Vince.
Oh
Vince,
yeah, Vince.
Vince,
Hit him up. Yeah.
all right, Vince, I'll hit you up later on today in the afternoon, right? I'll hit you up on Discord. That's for sure. So that's for sure. And we can collab and we can do reaction
Well,
together.
before you go, Teladia,
Yeah.
go check out Teladia for the Summer Game Fest. What do you think of this project? Because I know you love the Suicide Squad in DC.
I'm not a big fan of this Suicide Squad animation film. I'm
The
looking forward to
anime,
the,
anime,
I'm
yeah.
looking for the other anime, which is Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League.
Okay. This is
That's
Suicide
happening.
Squad Isekai, or am I saying that right? I don't know.
Isekai, yeah.
It looks great to me.
It's not as brilliant as Batman Ninja though. Come
I know,
on, be
but
honest.
it's something different though. Okay. Well, go check
All right.
out Teladia's Summer Game Fest.
Yeah,
All right, have a
reaction
good week.
tomorrow. Yeah, and before I go, I want to say one thing, right?
Okay. You said a few things.
There's one thing I just need
One
to
more.
remind you.
Okay.
Make sure you like, subscribe to Max. If you want to go the extra mile, hit that join button, and make sure you do
Ooh.
follow him on Twitter. It does help. So and share
Thank
the
you.
stream with your friends.
Yeah, share it everywhere.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, Teladia. Thank you.
no problem. I'm out. Peace.
All right, thanks. I think this is fun. What do you think, Ryan? I know you're a big DC fan. It's something different. Anime
You know what?
and DC.
I have not been overwhelmed or overjoyed to see anything animated in a while. I like the when they ended the last sort of type of animation with the what is it, the Dark Side War.
The New 52 animation, yeah.
That was the last, and they've been slowly trying to pick up some steam, but I haven't really been. It just, the Deathstroke thing didn't do it for me. The Batman thing, the Bruce Lee Batman thing, didn't really do it for me. And there was a lot of things that they put out. I did like the Long Halloween though. That was actually pretty good.
I enjoyed part 1 and part 2, yeah. And then after that, and I enjoy Man of Tomorrow. And
I haven't seen. I didn't like with Parasite where he looked like the '90s Godzilla but pink.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't like that. I did watch the 3-parter, but only saw the first part of it. Of the last trilogy thing that they had. It was okay. It wasn't great. It just wasn't enough to keep me watching. I don't really care about the Harley Quinn show. I watched a couple episodes and was like, meh, not for me. There's some of the jokes were a little.
We should have got one final season of Young Justice, but that's WB for you.
I do like Young Justice. And what else? There's something else that. I have not seen the new Superman animated show, which I hear.
That also has more of an anime look to it. I like this specifically.
It's like anime, but not anime. So yeah, it's like a little bit. Yeah.
My Adventures with Superman, or something like. Is that what it is?
I like this specifically for Harley Quinn. I think she is very expressive character, and anime really does a lot with expressions and in humor and wackiness that I think her and Joker could be really cool in anime. So I would say Suicide Squad Isekai for her would be awesome.
I just think Harley Quinn has been milked too much. I think she's been used too much.
Oh my God, these
oversaturated,
milked and used too much. This is very like.
Hey. she's been she's been put out there. Just too much for consumption. Overexposed. There you go. Just like I get it that look, Harley Quinn merch sells right under Batman.
There you go. Right.
And so I get it. But, and yeah, you can oversaturate Batman as well. But I think that Harley has just been a little bit more oversaturated. And it's just, they just kind of need to dial it back on her a little bit. She's a good character, but just don't overdo it.
One of my favorite Emily Blunt.
Tomorrow, I love the movie.
Yeah,
man.
it's a good movie.
Hopefully, we get the second movie, right?
10 years. 10 years. Celebrating 10 years. If there is a time to revitalize it, it's now, especially since.
Well, they talking at WB, so we'll see if it happens.
All right.
I know Mike DeLuca and Panami is talking to him about it.
Tom is going to be doing the last Mission Impossible. This would be a perfect time to do it. And actually, in Emily Blunt's movie career, she's not as what she used to be.
Well,
she was never a huge star.
Well,
there was some other movies that she was in. The Fall Guy.
The other one was good. The silent one where she was
Quiet Place. That was
Quiet Place. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's good. If you watch the Fall Guy, she's great in that.
Look at the special effects in those scenes. That's awesome. Look at Tom Cruise giving it his all.
He's
really
practical stunts. Yeah.
So I do hope. Did you see this, Voltaire? This movie?
Yeah, of course I did. It's a nice movie. Sure.
I haven't watched.
Hopefully we get it. Yeah, we know the director and the writer came out. Yeah, the sequel's already written.
10 years and counting.
Yeah, even Tom Cruise came out on social media, made a post about it.
10 years. It's been 10 years and I can't get the sequel made.
I think the sequel will happen. I think
took him longer for Top Gun.
No, this should happen before Top Gun 3, although Top Gun 3 should
Twister 4K.
Nice.
The cow in 4K. I hope they
Or Twister went woke with climate change.
Oh my gosh.
You don't need woke Twisters. Get the original Twister on 4K.
Lord.
Oh, Bill Paxton.
James Cameron.
Wow.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. Come on, stop your virtue signaling, James Cameron. I wouldn't make Terminator today. I look back on some films that I've made, and I don't know if I want to make that film now. I don't know if I would want to fetishize the guns.
Get the
He's
hell
right. He's right.
Hey,
I mean,
get the hell out of
like, let's think about how James Cameron works now. He wouldn't do this.
This is a little bit.
Look at him. Like he looks.
Isn't this Voltaire?
What do you? I mean, look, he's a multimillionaire. He doesn't need money.
There's guns. Last time I checked, there's guns in Avatar, but it has the messaging of bows and arrows against guns, I guess.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. No, but I mean, he was young. He in Hollywood, an upcoming director. He could do whatever he wanted.
But it fit the story to have the guns in it. I don't think Terminator was.
I mean, if that's the case, then they can't make Matrix again. Like we're gonna need guns.
We'll see what Drew Goddard does. We'll see what Drew Goddard does with the 5th Matrix movie.
Should we see what the?
Oh God, I hope they don't make another one of those.
Well, Drew Goddard's
Cameron
doing
turned
it.
woke.
We'll see.
Interesting. I don't think about the guns. I think about a big, scary cyborg. Right.
That is true. I do agree. Nutty, whatever. I agree with that person.
You could give away your profits from those films if bothers you so much, Cameron.
That's it. Good one.
He probably did already.
I mean, you know how much money he makes on reissues of Terminator consistently?
A ton of money.
Constantly.
Same as the actors. They get
I hope for Alien and True Lies too.
I hope he lost money for anything he had to do with Terminator Genesis.
He fetishized guns in Avatar 2. Liberal.
Shout out to Riot 458.
Good Lord, these people just need to shut up. Well, if you're talking about social commentary, Avatar has a lot of social commentary, though.
Yeah.
Look at the next comment. That's a little much.
What?
The next comment down there from Mongo.
Oh, no. All right, let's enough of that.
Oh, man.
Okay. Earthworm Jim action figure with snot. That looks cool. I liked Earthworm Jim back in the day. I interviewed the creator of Earthworm Jim.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then you got scammed.
Now on the Amico.
No, he doesn't work on the Miko, but
well, weren't they going
to? Amazon is. I think Amazon is making an animated series of this character.
I don't know. Maybe.
Let me see. Wait.
Pick your ride. Which ride? If you can only pick one, what would be your ride? What would
Ooh.
you have in your garage?
I'd have to pick two. It'd have to be
I had to pick
DeLorean and the Batmobile.
That's.
I
was gonna pick
the Batman Returns and give me the James
DeLorean.
Bond. Yeah, give me the James Bond classic.
The DeLorean, Mad Max. I would pick the DeLorean over the Mad Max. And then the Batmobile is cool though. Yeah, I'd have to do my top three.
Yeah.
DeLorean, Mad Max, Batman Returns, Batmobile was the only and I know Brian doesn't like the new one, the Batman. That's a muscle car. But I love that
muscle car.
I would actually prefer that one over this.
I when you said Mad Max, I was like, wait a minute. I thought that was the Batman or the Batmobile.
Yeah.
But that's all it is.
Driving this around in everyday life is just be weird with the Batman Returns one, but
it's fucking awesome. Like when that thing drives down the road, you know who the fuck's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a little longer than the other vehicles. Looking at the side profile, I'd shorten it up a little bit. I also love my second favorite Batmobile is the Ben Affleck one because it looks like a mix between this Batmobile here and the Tumbler. It just looks like a nice hybrid, and I dig that one. I like this one because it gives you that old style feel as like the 1930s, 40s, whatever, like with the swooping, streamlined, curves and shapes. I really dig this car, man. It was awesome to see it in theaters and it's just I saw one driving around last year. I was just happened to be outside and I was like, oh shit, there goes the Batmobile. That's fucking awesome.
They are developing.
Voltaire and then Anthony, what would you pick?
Do the cars have the powers that they had in the movie?
Sure.
If you get the powers, you take the Back to the Future car.
Then you could literally become a millionaire,
right? And then you take the Herbie car because it's a friend. Herbie's
Gray's Sports Almanac.
It's got sentient AI in it.
Yeah,
Knight Rider, James Bond after that.
I'll say Ghostbusters. No.
I'm surprised that that
Back
one
to the
isn't
Future,
on here.
Batman Returns, and Ghostbusters.
From what is that? Speed Racer, the Mach 5. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
But as far as just regular looking cars, if they were just regular cars, the Starsky and Hutch car is pretty sexy. So
if I was just going with sexy, I'd go with James Bond.
James Bond or the
Magnum. Magnum.
If I'm going sexy, I'm going Batmobile. I can pick up more attention that way. And if you're going
pick up Catwoman with that.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is I'm really excited about. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem new series on Paramount Plus. I love that movie.
It's canon to the movie.
They need to have another movie, not this.
No, they are. They're doing both though, Ryan. The last movie was very successful. This is a new animated series. If you think about TMNT, and if you want these properties to move on to the next generation, this is a great.
I don't know how they're gonna do the last Ronin live action. I'll tell you that much.
That'd be awesome. They should do it exactly how they did it with the first TMNT before Jim Henson died. That's how they should do it. Just keep it.
Bring back the cast and stuff like that. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Do that.
I actually
prefer
this
it's produced by
over.
Walter Amano.
I disagree. Friendly disagreement. I prefer this over the live action Suits because if you're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is the most accurate representation.
No, I'm talking about the last Ronin.
Oh,
if they're going to do the last Ronin, he's an adult.
That was 2 months ago.
Okay. I thought you were saying you prefer the live action Turtles to these other iterations.
No, I understand the whole teenage aspect of this, and that's one. I just watched the not Secret of the Use, the other one, TMNT 2, by Michael Bay, and I was like, these guys aren't teenagers, and they're huge, and they did it was just really bad, and Bebop and Rocksteady were stupid. It was the worst. The actors that they chose weren't.
Oh, I like Bebop and Rocksteady in that though.
Oh my god, they were so annoying.
I just didn't like Shredder and Krang.
I like Shredder. I didn't like Krang. I thought Krang was stupid.
Here's non-breakable TV glass.
Sure.
Now look, it's not breakable.
Sure. This one never made in the. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. If my TV breaks, I just buy a new one.
Oh.
Yeah, you hit it hard and it breaks. Yeah.
You're
Like,
one of
come
those little things that like break the car windows. Like,
You know
Yeah,
what?
like,
that
you
would
hit it hard,
not
it's gonna
happen with
break.
a CRT TV. That would not happen with the CRT
Yeah,
TV.
like, come on, bro. Like that, you
would
hit it
break
hard,
your
obviously
fist
it's gonna break.
first.
Like, look. You hit it hard, it's gonna break. Like, I'm so if my TV breaks, I just go to Best Buy and buy a new one, or Walmart to buy a new one. Yeah.
First look at the Deadpool Wolverine Carl Jr.'s red and yellow combos.
Nice. You gonna get one, Max? You should review one.
If I can.
Well, you'd have to get
we
both.
used to have
I have
Carl
a Hardee's,
Jr.'s and then they
but
closed.
they didn't have the Godzilla burgers.
The Godzilla burgers. Oh my god, that was good.
You know
should
what
try
was
that-
better
you should
than
try if they have
than
one in your
that?
area. You should.
Was back in the day when they had what's his name, Ferris Bueller in that
Ferris
Godzilla
Bueller, yeah.
movie,
Mhm.
and you go to Taco Bell, they had a burrito there called the Volcano, based off of the movie, and that shit
Mhm.
was delicious.
You know,
It was-
This just looks basic though. It just looks like a lot of ketchup or a lot of mustard.
I mean,
That's
ketchup
kind of a
and
cop
red.
out, you know?
Yeah, but try. Hey, get it and review it. I guess.
CGI in the 2000s was better. That's what people are saying.
CGI is
That
good
was amazing
still.
right there.
CGI.
Yeah, that
is,
CGI was good.
the thing about when people complain about CGI is still good. It depends on the director.
I think this slightly is cheating though, because I think his face was practical, and
They
then he
had
added
practical
chemicals.
and they mixed it. Yes.
Yeah, mix it. They mix both of
Mix-
both of them.
mix-
Yeah.
But then they
And now the
also
Toby, the Toby one is fully CG. This is full. Yeah, that's fully
Yeah.
CG. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a little bit cheating though. I mean, but that's the good. I think they should do that more often.
Just but you mix practical and mix
the
CGI as
thing,
well.
the thing is that it holds up. Like if you go back and watch like the Matrix sequels,
It still holds up. Yeah, still.
Matrix sequels do not hold up.
Something. Oh yeah, some,
Olivia
some
Cook,
things,
House of Dragon season 2 premiere in Paris is
She's
cooking.
a beautiful lady. She's a beautiful lady. Yeah. I hope you can see what her character does.
One more
Oh.
beer, and it's back to the Falcon. Okay, I've never seen this picture. Is this actually Harrison Ford?
This I don't know if this
AI.
Is
This is not AI. I mean, I guess Chewie
I don't
kinda
think
looks
Peter
AI.
would have sat in water in a
Yeah, I
fur
don't know. Yeah, this
costume.
definitely looks. Yeah,
I thought that was a chair and sand. I don't think it's water.
No, that's water. That's water.
You don't see the water below?
That's
I
water.
thought that was
That's
sand.
No, that's water.
Yeah, where's his feet? He wears boots or little booties.
I don't know. I guess it is AI. Maybe it is.
Oh, look, it's Wolverine.
Eric, yes, that is such a Wolverine pose.
Uh-oh.
Eric
RJ with a
Creed-
hot take right off the top in this.
Oh.
This is the boys will likely go beyond the initial 5-season plan. No one
Yeah.
was more wrong in all human history about how many seasons their show was going to.
And then,
go than this guy.
and then Eric Ripley reply, to the post. What did he
Yeah.
say? I forgot. What did he say? Oh yeah.
Wait, hang
You
on. You gotta
guys need
highlight
to
RJ's comment. What did RJ have to comment on that post?
Probably something controversial.
He was the first comment showing up. You missed it.
Oh, I didn't see. You guys, if you read the article, all I said was basically, I don't want to speculate when the show ends. No comment. Basically, trust me, I got this.
I
Right, let me
believe
see.
him. He
RJ
does.
was there.
Just don't milk it.
There he
Oh,
is.
just don't milk it to the point where the quality drops. Man,
I
do you
do
get a
agree.
lot? Look how much hearts he gets. Whoa,
That's a
5,000.
lot of burner.
133.
Ratio.
I don't mind a couple more seasons of the boys if the show stays consistent. Man, and look at Rational trying to get engagement. Where has
Oh,
Rational been? The longer the show goes on, the worse it gets. It'll
I
probably get.
disagree.
No one likes your comments,
Eh,
Rational.
no, Rational. If I agree with RJ.
But no,
Give him a like. Give him a like.
RJ's
Give him a
making money
like.
on X though. He with his
He's definitely making that Elon
For
money.
you.
I do agree. If you have a good story, just don't and you have a good ending, just don't milk it. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah, just have a good story. Have a good beginning to end. That's it.
All right, there you go, everybody. Write that down. For a good story, have a good beginning to end. That's how you do it.
That's
There's
how
a
you do
secret.
it. It's a simple process. Fuck it up.
And then, hey.
Let's look this PlayStation pinball.
Oh wow, that's in Japan.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
they
is
look
that?
E for everyone.
This looks dope.
That's
That
cool.
looks dope. That is dope.
That looks fun.
The
New
Boys.
Troops on the block. Yeah.
June 13th, new seasons. We have The Boys and House of Dragon.
They've been dropping
and
posters every
Acolyte.
day.
I mean, really, I'm honestly saying it's really giving the theaters a hard time because
TV shows, yeah, speak, yeah.
Good riddance.
Good riddance to the movie experience.
Just imagine if The Boys was on go to theaters for 2 nights. Oh my god, that would be crazy.
Ryan, have you been to the theater lately, or do you have the urge to? Or okay,
what did I see last?
Euphoria?
What did I see?
Mad Max?
It was After God. No, I didn't see that. I saw something else. Oh, Planet of the Apes.
That was great,
and I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. It wasn't better than the other 3, but it was good.
But look at this: we got The Boys, we got House of Dragon, we have the Acolyte, all in June. It's hard to even give the attention to the movies in June.
That's the thing. That's the thing about studios. They like dropping TV shows in June and movies.
But that was movie. This is movie season, though. Streaming
is
taking it.
movie season,
Remember back in the day when everyone had cable and all the shows would have a season, and usually it's like from the start of the school year to the end of the school year, and then the summer was just open for. That's where streaming has come. I think that's actually a factor, Voltaire. Remember when there was TV season?
Yeah, summer.
Now there's no longer TV season. It's streaming season all year round.
Streaming season.
And honestly, with this quality content on streaming right now, Voltaire, do you even think about going to the theater now when there's House of Dragons, The Boys, and Acolyte on?
I mean, it have to be something special. Like I'm going to go see Wolverine and Deadpool in the theater.
Besides day and date, which Joe gives a good point that is a factor.
Yeah, that's a bad.
I'm thinking about it used to be when movies were huge all the time. When a lot of movies were successful, there's still successful movies, but it's got to be something special. But when the whole industry was constantly, when there was a buffer, when most movies made money.
Well,
there was TV season, and then you had the summer. And that was movie season.
But with the the invention or the inclusion of the internet, or the internet being so broad, you've got entertainment at your fingertips. It's just gets saturated. That's why there's so much garbage out there. And then it's just so much that these companies are trying to pump out because they're still trying to keep and keep that engagement. Yeah, keep coming back to our service and keep watching our content. It might not be the greatest because we're not taking our time with it, but we are pumping it out and we are putting money into it, and that's sort of that's why the theater experience has dwindled or gone down, because it's not that, that they're sort of taking a step back and saying, okay, you know what, let's refine this and let's make something that's like, I want to say, dare I say cinema, but we make something extremely polished. They don't make something extremely polished. It's the mentality is get it out there as soon as you can. It doesn't matter if it's that great or not, because we can always make a sequel, or we can always make another show, or we can always do this other shit over here. We've got so many projects in the making that quality suffers because it's like a race to get things in front of people.
Yeah, and also, man, especially in June. You know how many movies every studio put out in June last year? Oh my god! And a lot of them bombed last year.
We're probably going to be wrapping up soon, everyone. Just to give everyone the heads up. I just wanted to cover a few more things on Twitter. We'll do a few mailbag questions.
It's very cool to have good movies in June and good TV shows in June. That is a perfect balance to have.
This is actually very good news, Voltaire. This one, the Academy Awards is considering a stunt category.
Finally,
and I said the Fall Guy movie probably helped with that.
It did help. The Fall Guy movie is amazing. Check it out.
Don't ask Ashton Kutcher, that punk who doesn't want he wants to put stunt workers out of the job by having AI do it. Why would you pay all that money for someone to do stunt work when you could just do $100 AI?
No,
because we want this. We want to see Ryan Gosling risking his life for
stunt.
Oh, what? They're putting his face on an actor or on the stunt guy.
I forgot what it's called. I forgot what.
But that's great. I think that if the Academy Awards
approve it,
creates a category for stunt performers, I'm going to watch this next year.
I mean, it's
It's
you know,
not
like
too.
you were
It's
saying, it's getting
not.
to the point where like these, like I said, with Disney, they created that robot that's like doing stunts for people. You know, where they're doing the hero landing or whatever, and you
Oh
know,
yeah,
just because
in the
actors
parks
don't
things. Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
don't get
want
hurt.
Tom Cruise out of a job? Come
Nope.
on,
he
Ashton
can't jump
Kutcher.
over any more buildings.
No,
So
but
sorry.
I mean
I
personally,
want it. I am not paying for a ticket unless I hear Tom Cruise hurt his ankle.
yeah. Oh my god, I love the stories he
That
tells
was
every
such
time
great
when he's injured his
marketing.
body. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good
And
marketing.
it was so funny. It was like,
And
you
then he
know,
released a video, and he released a
yeah,
video after that. Yeah, and we
yeah.
saw that, and you saw his ankle twist. I said,
Mi-
"Oh,
Voltaire, would you watch a Mission Impossible in 2030 where there's a Tom Cruise with AI stunt work, or are you only going to buy your ticket if you hear Tom Cruise hurt something?
Yeah, I don't care if it's AI. Why would I care?
Oh, I'm
Doesn't really
opposite.
bother me.
I'm not buying the ticket unless I hear Tom Cruise hurt something.
Okay. Well.
He pulled his groin.
Yeah,
no, but I do think it was time. We've been
stunt
asking
workers
for
matter.
this.
Get that off here, Cheeseman. I hate that
Oh
image.
my god, that Diddy
R.
and
Kelly and Diddy.
my
Get
god,
it out of
it's
here.
he's going to jail regardless.
I don't get it. What was that image?
It's
yeah,
got you know
yeah.
Step Brothers,
Yeah,
the
Step
comedy.
Brothers. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, he has a
If you
meme of
know
it
about the
with
Diddy
R. Kelly and
situation,
Diddy. Step something else.
yeah, if you know about
Well
yeah.
done,
Oh,
stupid.
what? Okay, I mean,
if
hey,
you know about the Diddy
disagreement.
situation, is crazy.
I
don't know.
don't mind you trolling them. It's just I don't want to see them. Those
Yeah,
fake
but hopefully
right now, that's all.
the stunting get approved by the Academy. We could see whatever.
Has anyone
I
heard
would be all
about
for it
this?
if they like retroactively went back and said, "Hey, you know what? We had some really good
Yeah,
movies
they were
throughout
really
the
good
years.
films. Yeah, they
Let's
have
let's
great-
recognize these people."
I have watched this.
You know, from
Baby
from
Reindeer
yesteryear.
Martha, the real life Martha, is suing for 170 million Netflix.
girl,
The show
don't
is
think-
interesting. The show is interesting, and the internet, and it's based on a true story.
It is
And
true.
the internet found the woman. She's been on Pierce Morgan, and my God, she's a lot like this actress, and she is suing them now. And she is batshit bananas.
Yeah, yeah.
But the show is interesting, everybody. So if you want
Well,
to
they
check,
have that clause at the end of every
Well, no,
film or everything.
okay.
Like, you know, all characters are, you know, based off of this, that, or whatever, you know, and all rights reserved.
Well,
and
we could do a
whatever the
long
jargon
history.
is.
We could do a
So,
history
there.
about her.
You think she has a case, Voltaire? That
No,
would be an
she doesn't.
interesting.
I can't speak on it because she's suing them in America and she's suing them in the UK, but they have different laws. Like there's laws
Oh,
about
okay.
not protecting the people enough so there was too easy to find her and that kind of thing. But
Well, from what I read online, that she has a long history of stalking people and not a good. So I don't know how.
he denies that.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think she's gonna win. There's no way you're gonna win 170. Whatever. How much she's asking? 100 what?
88.
100? Nah, yeah. Good luck with that. Ain't no way.
House of Dragons
good luck
62,
spending money.
88% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Nice.
We need to have another website that's like Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't think there will ever be another website. That's how I wish they would. But
Oh, hey.
wrestling. Yeah.
That's funny.
Watch this guy in the back.
Oh, in the Hawaiian shirt.
That guy that falls right there. Do you see him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the gun bag.
He
Yeah.
fainted.
Like, oh yeah. I love the reaction of these. Yeah. I love the reaction of this
That's funny.
WWE crowd. They're smart.
There's the new speed. I don't even know what this is. What is this from?
Oh, that's the Polar Express.
No, I don't like Polar Express.
Disney. There's no
Is
way
it?
Disney owned the IP to that. If they do, I'll be shocked.
Is this the Polar Express? What is this?
Doctor Who?
no,
I'm playing. They
They're
do
hinting at
own
something
Doctor
in
Who.
Speedstorm, my favorite game. I don't even know what this is.
That's
Check
Thomas
the comments.
the Train.
Check the comments of what they think. What character is this?
Oh.
Oh, from Inside Out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Inside Out
Yeah,
2.
that's, smart.
Okay.
I mean that is a popular.
There you go,
trend.
Max. You can nominate it for To the Max this Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh man, take that damn mask off. That's bullshit.
Oh,
this is the next event. Is this a good Avengers lineup? You have Spider. Okay, let me present it, Anthony. Hold on. Jump in the gun. Okay, so we have Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
We don't know who that is.
Captain America,
Got a mask.
Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, Shang-Chi, Thor, and Doctor Strange. Is this a good Avengers lineup? Is this a moneymaker?
I don't think Wolverine will be in. Not in Avengers 5. Secret War, sure,
And
but
who
not
was
in.
Shang-Chi? I remember he had a movie that everybody liked. but
I
then they-
love that movie.
Then they just forgot about him, right?
No,
Well,
it's just.
Where
they
is he?
worked on-
I'm sorry.
Well,
who?
he was in
Jimmy
opposite
Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel.
Jennifer Lopez as the evil AI. That's where he
Evil
was in.
AI. In what movie?
Yeah. Atlas.
Oh my god.
Was that was no? I'm talking about where's Shang-Chi?
Well,
They dropped that fool out. They were like, nah, we don't need you.
I think he's going to be Avenger.
No, yeah, I think he's. I mean, obviously he's a
come back
part.
and
He's
they're
going to be a
like,
part of the team,
oh,
but
yeah,
I don't think
you.
this is the.
Well, it's been a while since there's been an Avengers movie. That's the problem.
So do you really think they're going to put a new Avengers lineup out with only 2 women in it? Really?
I mean,
You're
Black
saying
Widow
this doesn't have
was-
enough women, Voltaire?
For Marvel, do you think they'll only put 2 women in a lineup nowadays? I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to be.
What
do you
woman is left?
I mean,
Well,
Black
is it-
Widow was a part there,
Yeah.
and what is it? What was?
Well, you got Ironheart, right?
No, she's a teenager. No,
She's
no,
a young
teenager.
Avenger.
Yeah, she's
They will never. Marvel will never ever release a ratio like this ever again.
This is not woman enough.
I don't. We'll see what they announced at D23.
Not enough women is what Voltaire says.
I guess replace Wolverine with X-22 or X-23.
23 now.
Yeah.
That's probably.
That makes
Put
more
an
sense.
Ironheart, take out Doctor Strange or Thor.
Yeah, you had to take out Doctor Strange. He's too old.
Valkyrie instead of Thor, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Valkyrie, so you can work on the Captain Marvel Valkyrie.
And then the bus driver instead of Shang-Chi. Oh, what's her name? Aquafina, like the drink.
Oh my gosh.
You'll never see a 3-to-1 ratio like this ever again.
Okay. Well,
You won't.
we'll see. I think this could happen.
This is 75% male. No way.
Going to
I mean, the
Fallout
last Avengers
after
movie did
months
have a
of
mix
Elder
of both.
Scrolls.
Oh, I'm surprised it's not a TV show yet.
That's funny. That's a funny.
Anthony, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think they'll ever release a lineup that's 3-to-1 men to women like that?
The
No
last
way.
Avengers movie had 3, so we'll see.
We're talking about new stuff.
Was this planned? This is what I want to know. Was this
Oh,
planned? Oh no.
That's disrespectful. Somebody ever did that to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Was that planned because she's
What?
sad?
Oh yeah, because the character is
I don't know. That might
Damn, what's the character
You know
name
what?
in the
Yeah,
movie?
probably.
What's the character name in the movie? Well, that is
Sadness.
good marketing though.
It was. Yeah.
I don't know if I think
No, it was because you can't get to that other scene. It sets it up. So this
Mhm.
was definitely planned.
Oh, sadness dropped
Yeah.
the popcorn. Godzilla.
And,
in the
yeah, wearing
clouds.
those suits is probably be hot.
Now that's real.
Okay, we'll end here. This is a good clip to end. This is from the Jimmy Fallon
Jimmy
show.
Kimmel,
You know, he used to be something.
and he
I don't
did
know how.
fumble.
I honestly still don't. I'm nothing against him. I don't know how he still has a show. Honestly,
Because he panders to everyone that comes on his show. He's the biggest fake laugher I've ever seen.
And also, like that video.
He's a mean drunk on set.
He does that fucking
Yeah.
Tom Cruise shit when he
That
came out on
video-
Oprah.
well, I actually like what's the guy that was
so
on the
fake.
Man Show? That's the
Oh, the curly hair guy.
Jimmy Kimmel's on
Jimmy
that.
Kimmel. I like Jimmy Kimmel.
No, I
But
can't stand him.
Nah,
I like
he
him.
can
I
be
know
annoying.
people.
Yeah,
I know people because he's
there's a
very
video
political.
today. There was a
And
video.
people say
today-
hypocrite used to have the Man Show with girls bouncing on trampolines. Like
There was a video
whatever.
We
today
just watched
that
WWF that did the same thing.
He did blackface where he dressed up like what's his name?
don't
Karl
care.
Malone.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't like that.
that-
I don't like
yeah,
that.
that-
I don't
he
like
did-
that. But
he
he gets
did
away
get-
with it.
yeah, he
Other
did
people
get
get
backlash
canceled.
for that. Yeah, he did
He
get backlash
gets
for
away.
that,
I understand all. I know all the arguments, Voltaire. I'm
Oh,
just saying I like him. I like him.
Also,
But
there was
Jim-
a video. Also, there was a video.
But Fallon
today-
is just like boring to me now. Like
He's boring.
Yeah, he is boring.
He's,
There was a video-
he's vanilla. He's boring. He's bland.
Who
But,
watches these shows now?
no, but also who was the
The
other
live
one that
audience,
was on
we'll see.
Colbert that used to be on
The
Daily?
live
I used to like Colbert. Now it's just so.
I like
so
Brian
predictable.
O'Connor.
Boring, yeah.
I like Conan O'Brien. Like
Conan,
Jim-
yeah,
During the writer's strike,
Brian O'Connor, yeah.
Kimmel and Fallon and Colbert and somebody else. They got together and they did a podcast, a video, YouTube show.
They couldn't do it without the
And
writers.
also,
Oh my
what-
God,
and
it was
also they did,
cringe,
and
and
also
none of them were funny. It's like these people need a room of writers to be somewhat
Yes.
charming or entertaining.
but that was dope that they paid
But-
their writers out of their own money.
But here he is answering who would win, him against Jon Snow. All right, let me get the audio.
Jon Snow.
All right, hold on.
Maybe you can settle this too. People
Go
say
on.
Jon Snow versus Daemon Targaryen. They'll never see.
All right, what's your thoughts, Voltaire? About I know Ryan's not going to know. Jon
have
Snow
no idea who
versus Daemon Targaryen.
I know he might have played Palpatine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
Voltaire, what do you think? Daemon Targaryen versus Jon Snow? I go with Daemon Targaryen.
I go with Jon Snow.
Really, Jon
He's
Snow?
got more heart. He's trained by Ned Stark. He's just a tougher bastard.
Anthony, what do you think?
Say Jon Snow. Yeah,
I go.
say
Wow.
Jon Snow.
Well, let's see what Daemon Targaryen says.
each other, but who would win in a fight?
Wow, come on, man, Jimmy. Who would win in a fight between Jon Snow and Dale? Mate, I've got a dragon.
Yes, he has a dragon, and you're still
Well,
picking
that
Jon
really-
Snow,
I don't think
Voltaire?
that would be an advantage, but I guess.
All right, well, the dragon factor is an issue. That is an issue. Yeah, I didn't take
I
the
mean,
dragon.
but he could kill it.
Well, I mean, he's a Targaryen.
Jon Targaryen's got always got dragons.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Listen, I have a lot of respect.
I mean, that's a no. I thought that was a no-brainer until you.
I have a lot of respect for Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Wait, Jon Snow's a bad boy. Don't get me wrong. Kit Harington, lovely man, lovely guy. I have a lot of respect, but don't get it twisted. I'll those brothers up.
See? Yeah. I thought that's what I wanted. Yes, Jade. Thank you so much. I can't wait. I'm going to check it out either tomorrow or Saturday. I should have it up by Saturday. Conan is naturally funny.
Yeah, he is funny. I do agree. He
He was
I don't
funnier
know.
when he was younger.
Yeah, I mean, he still got
We
it
all
once in a
were.
while, but
They say that about my show,
They should
too.
have never took his show off air. That's bullshit. Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll just do a few because it's late. We'll just do
This
a
is
few
more
mailbag
like well,
questions.
if it gets strike, it gets strike. You know, it is what it is.
We'll do three mailbag questions.
Sure.
We can handle three.
Hopefully, it's not 10,000 questions.
Well, we're not doing them all, Anthony. Thank you, members, for supporting the members' mailbag. I appreciate it.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'd like to see you in there sometimes, Ryan, if you can, if you want to leave a question.
Mailbag. Are you talking about like going on YouTube?
No, it's in my community section. You're a channel member. Go on the mail.
All right, 35 questions. Let's do them all.
No,
no.
We already did some. Jacob says thoughts on Mickey 17 was reportedly delayed to 2025 because WB didn't want Bong Joon-ho to release his cut of the film. The studio wants a more accessible version of the film to hit theaters. Boy, that doesn't sound like Warner Brothers at all. Interfering with creative control with the director.
What
the
is
guy?
Mickey
The guy
17?
literally,
Has something
the
to
guy
do with the
won an
movie?
Oscar with Parasite.
Yeah, he won. The
And
director
you know-
won an Oscar, and it's starring Pattinson,
Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo, and I forgot the other.
and it got delayed. And it's
Got
saying
delayed
here
to
that
January. Yeah.
I think if this is accurate, Jacob, that's BS for
Yes,
Warner
but like,
Bros.
come on, like the guy is a great director. Like, and when you are,
Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate the
it's
support. I think I'm
typical Warner Brothers. If it's true, typical Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And also, if you're trying to push this for the Oscar, why push it in
Well,
January
Vince,
of 2025?
you could be in the mailbag too. Now you're a member. See, you know,
Nah, that was just,
Cheeseman could be in there. Okay,
my
that's
God,
much
so-
better.
That is much better. I do agree
Who's
with
that fella?
Tyrone
That's-
Magnus.
Tyrone Magnus.
Tyrone Magnus. He's a reactor.
I'm not familiar.
I don't know. He's
got a
not a
million
reactor anymore, right?
Yeah, he is. He's still all.
He
still
reviews
does
stuff
react.
lately.
He reacts to, like everything.
Oh wow.
All right, let me see. CJH is in here too. All right.
Yeah, all right, he's in the chat. Let's go honor him.
Okay. CJH Entertainment. I don't understand why they're making it seem like the original Daredevil show is canon and all the other Netflix shows are no longer canon. Luke Cage, actor, said he's not interested. The actor who played Cottonmouth as Blade in Micro from Punisher is now playing Ben Grimm. And even Krista Ritter is too busy to play Jessica Jones, and no one likes the Iron Fist guy. So do you think they should have just rebooted Daredevil as planned or
bro,
no?
they're all
No.
canon. Like, if it's canon, it's canon. They announced that it's canon.
Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter is back as Jessica Jones, I believe.
Yeah, like just
And
because like they're probably gonna reference her in the upcoming season. of
Luke
Daredevil.
Cage, the actor, I love the actor they got for Luke Cage. He says he's not interested, but I don't know if he's just doing that to
That's
negotiate.
contract. That's contract money.
And then he said, yeah, if the script is good, I come.
But I understand what you mean about Cottonmouth, but I don't believe
Well,
I'm
he's
trying to remember.
dead. Like,
Cottonmouth's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. Who
So he
cares?
could play two characters. It's
and,
easier to do that.
Yeah, and also the guy who played I forgot his name, Michael, he's a CG character. Unless they do flashback before Ben.
So
turned
I
him
think it
into
could
the-
still work, and they basically reshot Daredevil. I love Ryan, do you like the Daredevil Netflix series?
I like the first season. I didn't really watch the second and is it the third one?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah,
I love
when what's his name from what do you call it? It was
Bullseye?
a zombie show. He came
John
to be the
Bernthal,
Punisher.
Punisher,
Bernthal, yeah.
John Bartholomew.
I didn't see that, but
Oh,
I
I
heard
love
good things about it. I just hadn't seen it. I liked when he was in a sort of like Zorro outfit and he was running around doing his thing. And then they gave him his costume at the end. I was like, okay, cool. But I preferred just him running around like a blind
killing
like
people.
that. Yeah, it was cool. I liked it, and I like the Kingpin. I think he's good.
The best, one of the best villains in
Mhm.
Marvel. Marvel's
Yeah.
ever put on screen is that Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio. Okay, so we'll get the other CGH one. Is Otto and Norman Osborn are introduced as their own characters in MCU? How do you think the story might go if Tom has already fought them? Do you think in trying to prevent them from becoming Goblin and Doc Ock,
No.
that ends up making them the way that way, and he feels guilt for it? I don't want to see Osborn
I don't need to
if
see
they're
them
not
again.
going to be Green Goblin and stuff. I think that's interesting.
I think you probably see Dr. Connors again because we've seen Dr. Connor in Amazing
Like,
Spider-Man.
I don't know what you mean by CGH. Do you mean like their own movie, like Venom? Because I don't want to see that shit again. Like, I don't want the Goblin movie. I want him in Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man versus Goblin.
I don't think they could make a Goblin or Doc Ock standalone film. I think they have to be. That's not the question though.
Wait, you're saying if they introduce the character, how do you think the story might
Try to
follow?
prevent them from becoming
because okay, so he fought them in No Way Home.
Okay, so he
He
he's trying
already
to
know
prevent them
the
from
Sam Raimi ones.
Yeah, so he's going to try to prevent them from becoming. Okay.
Nah, you can't prevent something like once.
I don't know how that would be handled.
You just can't. Because then again, you're probably going to break the timeline if you do that.
That breaks my head. CJ trying to think about how they're going to handle that.
Mhm.
I want to see.
I
want now that he's dealt with them. Do I want to see the Tom Holland version of Doc Ock, or I mean of Green Goblin? I kind of do.
They'll probably do like the Spider-Verse, and they'll take the Doc Ock and make it
his wife.
female.
His wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will make sense.
They'll probably do that.
His wife, yeah, that will make sense. Yeah, his wife, yeah.
Jacob says thoughts on Warner Bros. Is raising their price its ad-free model for Max again.
Lord,
you mean with ads at $16.99 or no ad-free?
Ad-free, yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's just
House
the
of
way
Dragon,
it is.
House of
I'd
Dragon,
say
House of
if you can
Dragon.
capitalize on it, go right ahead. But you're also putting a risk that you're not
The-
you're not
we-
growing. We've got to the point where all the entertainment industries, we're talking video games, movies, they're not growing with an influx of new customers. They are milking their cash cow customers dry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also what's happening. Like, that's where people don't understand or don't think the economy's doing bad. Like the stock market is high.
Mm-hmm.
And the companies are still making profits, but they're raising their prices because they're just pinching all the money out of their existing cash cow customers, and they're not getting new customers. And that's not sustainable. I don't think that's a good economy, is just milking your cash cows, your existing customers, and not growing into new customers. In my opinion, a healthy economy and healthy entertainment industry is constantly getting new customers instead of just pinching the pennies out of your existing customer base. I say go ahead with if you can capitalize on the situation, raise your prices, but eventually some customers will be like, I've had enough. You know, what do you,
That's free market.
any thoughts on that, Ryan, Voltaire, Anthony?
I mean, families already share accounts, you know, and you know, they share it with their, you know, parents, siblings, whatever. Just so long as not everybody's, you know, jumping on it at the same time, or all the accounts are used at the same time, or whatever. But that's what they do, and you know, so they're like, okay, well, if you're gonna do that, we're just gonna raise rates, and this is just how it goes, man. I mean, same thing's going on with food. It doesn't matter.
Well, do you see that?
Food,
Do you see that too, though? That I think that's what the problems with the economy is in a nutshell. None of these businesses are actually growing new customers. It seems getting influx of new customers includes streaming. It's just
so because they're not going to get
they're just milking the existing
ones that are already there,
Yeah.
because they know that we are sharing our logins.
And I think that's BS.
And you know, but they you know they do need to. They do have investors that they have to go back and say, hey, we've made X, Y, and Z so that we can afford to make new content or whatever. And it's just it's an unfortunate thing where it's going to be like, you know, just the price of everything is just going to inflate, and it's going to continue to inflate, and it's going to be like, okay, you like maybe it was Back to the Future where it was like, you know, hey, you know, how much is a burger? Well, that's 300 or some shit like that. It's like things are just going to end up being astronomically, you know, the price of whatever. Like when my dad bought a brand new truck, $5,000 back in his day, $5,000 for a brand new truck. A brand new truck today, $50,000. It's not gonna get any cheaper for, you know, Generation Alpha or beyond. It's just going to continue. It's going to, because they don't know how to check and balance. They don't know how to.
Yeah. If you,
Thank you.
Every streamer is going back to cable. That's where they're going. Like if you look at these prices, it's back to cable. Like that. Yeah.
What do you
150?
What do you
I pay
think,
them
Voltaire?
bigger.
Is that an accurate diagnosis of what I think is happening with a lot of the entertainment industries? A lot of industries right now is they're keeping profitable by just milking and not gaining it. Before you had a healthy industry, you're consistently getting some new customer base. But I see that across the board. I'm talking video games, movies, all these subscription things. What's your take, Voltaire?
I think this is a sign of inflation, just like everything else is more expensive, you know. And I see your point, I guess, that they're just milking their current customers. But, you know, I feel like with these services, the market will bear what the market will bear. Look, Netflix raised their prices. Everybody thought they were going to go under. They actually increased subscriptions when they stopped the password sharing and did that kind of thing. You don't think Max saw that?
Mm-hmm.
And quite honestly, of the streaming services, in my opinion, now Max is the best value.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that it's milking their existing customers.
Yeah,
as much
Archer's
as
right. Yeah,
pushing
Archer's right about that one as well. They do want that.
My take to finish
count.
that up is my take is that it's they're supplementing their losses by putting it on the customer.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to raise it at all. They're not making any more progress gaining new subscriptions across all Xbox, Netflix. It's got to the point that they're just raising it every year now.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like every few years. I
mean, look, I used to work for Time Warner Cable and Comcast and all that, and that's what we did. It was price increases. You had to talk to the customer and tell them, hey, you know, due to X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 some bullshit, and just say, hey, you know, we have to, you know, unfortunately we have to raise rates. And then they get upset. We give them like a month or some shit like that for free or some shit. And then that's it. And they get off the phone and, you know, on to the next customer that's complaining about the same exact thing. And unfortunately, that's not going to change.
Yeah.
And it's the same situation here. It's the same exact situation here where you have, you know, these companies are, you know, just like the cable company. They are, you know, they're streaming and you're paying the monthly service. All they're going to do is continue to raise rates and say it's because of, you know, of costs, you know, so
Sure, yeah.
because they're not doing their job growing to new customers.
Yeah.
I think that's a healthy company. Okay, so CGH is trying to. First off, I don't like this type of comment. Screw you, CGH. I'm just kidding. I have to dumb down my questions for the mailbag, I guess.
Geez, CGH.
The question was essentially if Tom Holland's Peter Parker was trying to prevent them from becoming the villains, and then in doing so, they became the villains, would that be an interesting take on it? Like, it's inevitable that they're going to become those characters.
I mean,
Even
they're always going to become a villain.
Yeah, I think that could be an interesting story, CJH. I think I kind of got it anyway. Whatever. Yeah, I didn't get it at first, but yes, because he's dealt with Green Goblin in Ock from a different Spider-Man universe.
He got beat the fuck up.
He knows these become villains, so he's going to try to prevent that from happening, obviously. But it's kind of like inevitable in some situations, and yeah, trying to stop it, or maybe by trying to do it, he makes them become the villain where they wouldn't have been in his multiverse too. Is another plot point, right? Like he sees what he's so afraid in the fear of what they might become because he's dealt with the other version of them. They tries to prevent it, where he actually starts them on this route where they might not have been in his universe. You know, that could be interesting too.
He did fight them after all.
Okay, good God, Anthony Cheeseman's back. Max, I'm back. LOL. And then he also asked, who do you got winning the finals? What?
Oh, the NBA finals he's talking about.
You're talking about the finals of the Avengers
basketball.
versus
No, he's talking about basketball. He's talking about basketball.
King the Conqueror?
No, he's talking about.
So you're talking about Batman versus Joker? I don't know what you mean.
He's talking about NBA finals. I got Boston. Boston is just the better team overall.
I don't pay attention to sports anymore.
Yeah, best. Yeah.
Your worst nightmare is too good.
What about that girl at the hockey game who flashed that went viral?
Oh my gosh.
You've seen that.
Remember that portal? Hey, she wants to, it is illegal though, I guess. Rational skeptic. Rational, you've been failing on X. I've witnessed it. RJ gets a lot more tweets than you do. You're saying boys can only get worse and worse and worse, and no one retweeted you. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I'll be ready to kick your ass in Speedstorm round 2, just not tonight. I got to work in the morning. Maybe tomorrow night. For sure. Oh, check out Vince's channel if you want sport. Have you been anyone else here into the sports?
No.
Only for putting money on the game.
Yeah. Well, Drake put $500,000 on the Dallas Maverick, and he's definitely
refresh. I'm trying to end here. We're going to end right after 3 hours.
The Drake curse is real, by the way.
What is a Canadian curse? Is that what CJH puts on us?
No, his curse is a lot of work.
I'm not hearting that hashtag. In due time, you'll be back, RJ. You just need to chill out for a little bit. That's it.
Bro,
he's making this become like a skit here.
Look, he knows how to get engagement. He started a hashtag. RJ, he doesn't know how to
ranked up in Speedstorm. Awesome, Jade. Cool. Okay, so question for Ryan. Will he dye his hair white in order to complete the rebrand from Zeverfet to Zever Comics?
I'll have to grow a beard, and then I got to be issued a hot blonde wife that I must employ.
Those are fair.
You got to put her in everything. You got to put her.
I have to put her in everything.
Yes. He doesn't. Brian doesn't need. He's a good looking guy. He doesn't need to do white. He doesn't need gimmicks like James Gunn.
I'm rebranding. Let me go dye my hair.
Bring RJ back. No.
Oh, hashtag. There you go. You got to do it. Now it's a hashtag.
All right.
Yeah, only if it trends, right?
Yeah, you got to get trending.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. Yeah.
All right. Let me see here.
Your rent is due? I thought you have a job, CJ.
All right. CJ put a few more. We're doing one more CJ, then we're done. Why do you think Disney is doing a better job with their Fox properties and not their Disney properties?
Interesting.
It's
That's
because
a good
I
question.
think it's because Fox, before Disney bought them, had a lot of interest in IP.
Like New Mutants?
And they just
because they're less hands-on with them.
Yeah, they're less hands-on. They also have somebody running the other
because they didn't over micromanage them. Like their success because they kind of just let the people cook. And some of those projects were started before Disney took over the Fox. I honestly think that like Prey was in development before Disney took over.
Yeah,
I think
they,
aren't
they
they
just
making
have to
another
get the money
Predator?
from Disney.
Yeah,
Aren't they
and
making
that's
another
also
Predator?
because of Ridley Scott is involvement.
Yeah,
So
Ridley
I would say that is why the Fox properties are doing better.
And also, like they have somebody running that studio as well. They have
Because
like two
Kathy
different-
Kennedy is not in charge.
Oh my god!
There you go. I used Kathy
She's
Kennedy.
yeah,
She's not in charge.
She's gonna lose her
Predator.
job. She's gonna lose her job this year.
Oh my
Don't
god!
don't get me started, Ryan. That's how I got
Let's
monetized.
please,
Is
let's
saying
please,
that. So yeah, she's not in charge of Prey or any of the other Fox properties, and that's why they're success.
Stop!
Honestly, that's truthful. Voltaire, am I wrong?
Oh my gosh!
I think you know the answer to that.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah.
The closest to a success that Kathleen Kennedy had was the Dial of Destiny. It had some good moments in it, but overall it was kind of
You know the reason why
not a
that
good
got
payoff.
made. It's because Harrison said, "Well, I'm not gonna come back to Star Wars if you don't make me the last."
of course.
I have no
That's his
predictions
character.
for Summer Game Fest at all. Like I have no idea what's going. Then like I like my Series X and my PlayStation 5, but it's mainly for the indie games and the subscription services, not like the next gen experiences. I haven't been really playing next gen games. I've just been playing a lot of indie games that are on next gen consoles or Speedstorm and some of those.
Last game I played was Helldivers 2. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. So I would hope to be surprised. I'm looking more forward to
more GTA
Nintendo to actually announce this damn next console and new games. Because
Are you interested in the Super Mario Wonder or whatever it is?
No, I mean that looks fun, but I could wait on that. Like I will eventually want to play that game, but it's not anything like I had. Like I would like Nintendo to release a new Mario game, and I'm like, oh, I have to play that right now. That's like really innovative and cool.
The last one I liked is the one where you can make your own shit, which was
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Oh,
Like
it's
we went
fun.
on vacation and I was just making levels and just like making everybody in the room play them. That's fun.
Yeah, no, I know they're not going to be at Summer Game Fest. I'm just like
they never do. Yeah, they never.
If they actually, if my predictions is that hopefully Xbox announces a new game,
man,
and then that would be nice.
Xbox getting kicked 2 times and
here we go.
Next generation's video game is amazing.
All right,
amazing.
well, we have to wrap it up.
Uh-oh.
We have a wait. Thank you, Ryan. Go check out Zeverfet Comics, and check out the comics he's working on. Also check him out on Instagram. You get updates there too.
Yeah, that's mainly where I post my my stuff is on Instagram. So yeah, it's fun. It's really good. I've been doing it for a year. It's only a floppy, but it's all me. So I'm drawing it. I'm coloring it. You know, I made my own font for the word balloons.
Awesome.
And all that. So yeah, I learned how to make fonts and
cool.
Kern them. Yeah, you got to kern the letters so that they have a good distance between each other. Anyway, it's very technical, nerdy shit, but very fun. And so I'm gonna open up a campaign on like Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something. So
you actually worked on the comic first before you did it, because I see a lot of people online just announced the Kickstarter.
I wanted to have something. I wanted to have a completed thing, and in hand, and say, hey, you know what? Okay, now I'm ready to print. So yeah, I mean, if you, I can share a couple things here.
Cool.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me share. These are 2 of the characters that I made. Here's one. There you go. This is the main character here.
Cool.
And I like that color scheme, and I took some time in trying to develop what he would look like and kind of compare him to other Marvel DC characters that are already out there, so he doesn't look too much like anyone else, but still have have some uniqueness to him, but also make it to where it's like, oh, it looks like he belongs with those characters. So
cool.
I have him, and then I did that. That's in the comic.
That's funny.
Yeah, I did that. So that was funny. Let me see. I think where is it? Oh, let me go back. Hold on. That's another one. Hold on. Let me pull up the other one. I thought that they'd be together, but not. Hang on. And then here's another character that I can present. That
looks cool.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Here is another one. There you go. And
cool.
so again, same thing. You know, just took some time. Wanted to make something that looked, I want to say, iconic.
It's different from what artists are doing. So.
Oh, thanks. No, I appreciate it. That little gun there in the middle, right here. I got over here. You can see my okay. That right there is it's a grappling gun that shoots both ways,
cool.
and you can use it to zip line. And I was like,
that's something that Batman will make, yeah.
Yes, because he's a tactical guy and he can't fly or anything like that. So I was like, nobody's made anything like that. I scoured the internet to find something, and I was like, you know what, this is fake. Let me just make something up. So that's what I did. I made a little gun that you can that has a harpoon on both sides, and there you go. So that's how he gets around.
And when do you plan to launch your Kickstarter?
In the next couple months. My goal is either July or August. So I finished I finished drawing it. And now I got to flat it and then color it, and then add the effects. So, but all the word balloons are done. I did the onomatopoeia, which is the words that exaggerate the sound or make sound or whatever, like crash or bam, thump, whatever, crack. And then I've already got all that in there. So everything is done. I just have to color it and then release it. So yeah, I'm gonna make a website real quick, or not real quick. I'm gonna make a website real soon, and I'm gonna put things like this on it. And yeah, so I'm just real thrilled about releasing something that's physical and something that people can say, hey, you know what? I've listened to all the shit that you've said over the years about this is good, that is good, whatever. This is my time to put it out there and say, hey, what do you guys think of my storytelling? So
cool. I can't wait. I'm going to be supporting it for sure.
I love that ambition. That's great that you did that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to put my money where my mouth is, as far as like, oh yeah, and I think this is bad, or I think they could have done this better, or whatever. And so yeah, I just wanted to say, hey, here's my stab at trying to entertain people. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate having you here too tonight, Ryan.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun. I just happen to be scrolling through YouTube. I wasn't normally gonna be on, but I didn't even have my computer on, to be honest. And I was like, yeah, I'll jump on. So it's fun. It's always fun to talk movies, speculate, bring up older films, things like that. Because it's a hobby, but it's also fun to just kind of reminisce about just companies, artists, actors. All that stuff. So it's always fun to get to be on the show.
Mm-hmm. Thank you again, Anthony. And we do a little Voltaire. Voltaire usually ends the show for us. So if you'd be so kind.
Vince has the thing for you, Max.
Oh, sure. Thank you, Vince. Thank you.
Good night and good luck, everyone.